Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. Glad you're with us tonight as we kick off the weekend. And what a special weekend it is. We've got an incredible show tonight. We've got 3 big hours for you on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. By the way, right up front, just got to remind you again, Sunday morning, we're going to debut a new stone. So we've never had it before. We're really excited about it. We only have 4 pieces, so that's why I'm giving you plenty of notice about what's going on Sunday morning. But of course, tonight we've got 3 big hours, and we are so excited to have your company because we have a lot of affordable. We've got great gifting opportunities. We do have a very special pair of studs. This is something we've not done before, so get ready. It's super limited. That's why it's here on a Friday night, because you know we have a little less audience on Friday night. We don't have all of our broadcast partners across the nationwide spectrum. So actually, we're going to bring you this limited opportunity that is just for you all, and it is Tanzanite studs, but they are Blue Wing Block D. And why that's a big deal, if you're thinking, well, I always see, it's TVON, I always see Blue Wing Block D here at TVON land. Well, actually, it's always tougher to get the Blue Wing Block D in smaller sizes that are really perfect for studs. So that's what's coming up. It means they're also the most affordable way to get anything in Blue Wing Block D today. And we're really excited to have those. And they're a specialty cut that if you haven't fallen in love with it yet, I guarantee you will, because it is that specialty trillion cutting that we love that really, really shows off the beauty of what we appreciate so much about Blue Wing Block D, which is those red flashes in addition to the blues and the purples. So that's coming up top of the hour, next hour. So you've got about 59 minutes to wait on that. Then we have also some new designer pieces. We've got a dolphin that is, wow, it's a necklace or it's a pendant, and it's huge, and it's got everything we love in jewelry all in one dolphin piece. We also have a great couple of wheels for you, from high-end museum to really affordable, and you name it, we got it. The hoops are here tonight. They are, I mean, hoops just got going, right? If you follow the NBA. But also, and so I'm fully immersed now, but I gotta say, we got hoop earrings, because what we love to bring you are fabulous hoops that are everyday wearable, but we got the value on VS Diamonds. Also, we have a big one. Let's just show you this, because we got studs. But then there's the Blue Wing Block D that looks like that. It's a Blue Wing Block D that also happens to have 9 rows in diamonds, 9 bands of gold, all in one fabulous piece, and that's going to be coming your way. There's an emerald bangle here, never seen that before, and just an array. You will wait. You're going to love this if you're a tourmaline lover and you like Paraibas. Please wait to see the new find. I promise I'll flash it in the first hour here. There's a new fine tourmaline. It's really, really special. And wait till you see this color. It looks like it is the best and largest Paraiba we have, but in actuality, it's a whole lot more affordable than that would ever be. So that's on the way. Chameleon diamond. My largest chameleon diamond is here, but that's been marked down as well. And it's not just a 1 carat, it's a carat 31. So we have that one, and of course, it's certified like all of our chameleon diamonds. Also, being the pink Power Ranger that I am today, Antonio says, at least, I was going for Barbie. He thinks Power Ranger, but that's a guy who has a 2-year-old son. So maybe Power Rangers are more in his zone. But right? Is that maybe where that influence was? But I have the largest pink diamond we have here. It's our carat 09 pink diamond. So that's what we're going to show you tonight, and so much more. And a Padparasha that's certified. So a lot to get to. Never even seen the Power Rangers. Have you guys? I don't know. I was going for Barbie core, but let's just take a look at our blue zircon here to start you off tonight with a really special look. And that is going to be, Tony liked it too. Tony, you agree? Where do you fall, Tony, on this debate? He's like, you don't even want to know, right? I'm sure you have another reference that I probably wouldn't even understand, but let me know if you have one, Tony. I'm waiting my preview monitor to see what comes to mind. But here we go, 8529 instead of this sartorial Rorschach test that we're doing here. Let's talk about Cambodian blue zircon. That is the 153 zircon that is going to give us this great mounting. Actually, this mounting, excuse me, guys, the voice is a little, I don't know, it's a little rough today, so I apologize. It's a little shaky, but I do have this mounting coming up in Mahenge spinel as well, so just a heads up, if you like the mounting, stick around. But also, this is going to be a lot more affordable than the Mahenge version, because we've got a beautiful blue. It's that bright electric blue that we love, but it's also carat 53 in that Cambodian presentation grade starlight blue zircon, and has 44 points in diamonds. So this is what it's all about. Great value to start off the night with. And if you have any requests, get them in. As always, I hope I don't need to ever, say that, or you guys know it's always our privilege to show you your requests. So if there's anything that you might need to see, please do let me know. We've got operators standing by to help you out with those at all times. But how about this 153 with the 44 points in diamonds? A mixture of Pave on the one edge, and then you've got the burnished stones on the other side, which is going to give you that set within the gold look there that is going on. So how about a special opportunity right here now? There's only one, we know that, because a lot of what I have, most everything I have, is a one only as usual. Maybe just the only difference is those studs I mentioned, those beautiful blue wing block Ds. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Wait till you see these. I mean, it's really going to be affordability like you've not seen before in blue wings, but this is what the blue zircon looks like from a distance away, so you can really check that out and get a sense of that bright blue color that it has, very neon. And you know, it's Friday. We do special things. We've got, again, a really good way to kick off a very important weekend here. So instead of that $19.99 price tag, let's take it a lot lower for you. Come on in, get ready to shop. The values are going to be so second to none all throughout the 3 hours, and I will make this $999 instead. And that should get it done, but it's also going to be, as Tony referenced there, the white, the yellow, and the rose gold. So you are choosing your favorite gold, whatever that may be, how you'd like your blue zircon backdrop to be. So give us a call, $999, only one there, and a fabulous piece to really commemorate that Cambodian mined out material. This is not like a blue of any other gem, really. I mean, if anything else, it's got a Windex blue color that we usually see only with the best Paraibas in the world. I'm going to flip it. I always like it better this way. I don't know why. I can't decide, actually. Do we like it? You get the idea, right? It's any way you want to wear it. Point down, point up, whatever you want to do, but $999 on that one only. And then, oh, I did bring out that big kunzite. If you missed it the other day, I've got the 46.5 carat super neon kunzite for you. We also have a really important yellow diamond. I've got the pink diamond we mentioned, the 109. It's the biggest one we've got. That's got to get a home eventually. And we also have, ooh, I didn't tell you, we have a purple diamond. One only, purple, not like really truly, guys. We saw a purple pink the other day. We got a purple diamond here that is even more saturated than that purple pink that I had the other day, and it's even more affordable. So looking forward to that one. That's going to be coming up in this first hour as well. And then I've got to show you the Chameleon. You've got to see this carat 31. It's our largest by far. We have this stunning dolphin piece that you're going to see. I know you'll love this one. Let me show it to you because this is one of those values. Designer workmanship. And really taken to the next level because there's so much gem material. 8431 is coming up next. This one is available at the moment, but verifying right now. So let me show you. This one's going to be a little bit tricky to hold, but let me try it here. So we can give you a look at, well, that's a portion of it. So get ready because it's a large piece. It's item number 8431. And this will have a mixture of different colors of stones. We got to go way back. This is a very large statement piece of a pendant here. And of course, you'll pop on your favorite chain, whatever that may be. I'm so wishing this would balance on itself, and I hate to block any of the stones, but I gotta really just be honest with you guys. There's no other way to hold it up here without it rotating. I'll try that, but then, yeah, it's gonna balance there. But you see this really incredible blue sapphire dolphin design that we have with the diamonds completely framing it, and then that's gonna be open work behind the dolphin, but look at the waves of turquoise. So we've got turquoise as your C here, 18 karat solid gold, by the way. So one of those really special 18 karat pieces we love. And then you can see the diamonds in the bail, the diamonds on the very outside of that entire oval. And you've got 203 in your turquoise, which is actually 4 pieces that are custom carved and set within this design that we love. But also you get a really good look with those. There's one black diamond, and then you did, which they didn't count in here, but you're getting also a carat 03 in the blue sapphire pave and 33 points in the diamonds. And I contest that looks like more than 33 points in diamonds, but we'll go with it. So how about this one at a very special opportunity of $49.99 pendant. You're about to see partially why, and there is what looks like one black diamond. It's a black diamond in the eye of the dolphin there. That's that bezel set in that yellow gold, but just be aware that's not even in the descriptor here. So that's an extra, but just a really cool detailed designer design, but you have to see this from a distance because it is large. It really is. It's one of those statement pieces, no doubt. But look at how, see that against the background where you can really see the open work that it has. So the dolphin is mid-leap, flying through the air, right, doing its acrobatics like they do, which is always adorable. If you've seen it, if you've seen the acrobatics of dolphins and porpoises, especially when they play in the that forward wake of the boat. Oh, love that. It's one of my favorite things in the world. But this is a nearly 2 inch. We got 1.7 inches. it's right there. I mean, it's right in, I'll call it 1 7/8 inches, basically about 2 inches, but you see the backdrop. So whether that's going to be on top of a beautiful blue colored sweater, or if that's going to be on top of a color that you have, or if it's going to be on a skin tone, you see so much detail and that beautiful roundness of the way the pave and the dolphin is done. It's a cool piece. That's $49.99, but until now, we know we have some of you that like those really cool oceanic pieces, but we've done a lot of starfish, and we've done some beautiful, we had the sea turtle recently and several other designs, but not usually, and of course, let's not forget the seal that we had the other day, and yet not had a dolphin for you, so it's really exciting. And let's go ahead and take a look at it on the neckline if we can, just to give you just another size perspective, if you will, just to give you a look at it from a distance away and see how, even if you are putting it against a backdrop of color, how really lively that's going to be, how it still is going to show off so well and be even better than $49.99 or $39.99. We'll go back up close. There's just something about turquoise that stands out with absolutely everything. I mean, it really does. There is no way that you can mistake a good turquoise, but I do want to show you one more thing here on the sides. This, like so many great designers will do nowadays, is they put a little bit of the descriptors here on the edge, and I know it's tough to see with that glare, but you have some of that diamond weight detailed right there, some of the sapphires and diamond weight, so that's kind of cool as well. And we'll blow it out right now. It's not even $49, $39, $29, or even $19.99 for all of this incredible detail. And don't tell me it'll balance. No, it won't. Let's go ahead and blow it out for even better than $19.99. And 18 karat is your backdrop. So you get all that 18 karat yellow gold that we love. Of course, a lot of it open work intentionally for the design, but it's not even $19, $18, $17.99. This is one work of art that is just done so beautifully with all these great colors, and really colors that adapt to whatever your wardrobe may look like. And it's only $1,699 for that great designer piece right there. And we still have our blue zircon, which I actually think would be a beautiful piece to pair with it. You know, the ring and the blue zircon, and then your turquoise and your blue sapphires in the dolphin here, which is so lovely. And I think that purple diamond's probably got to come out next, because that is just too important, and there's going to be a line of shoppers and collectors that want to get their hands on that purple diamond. So we'll have that for you coming right up. We've got, of course, the Padparasha that's certified. I've had some really good Padparashas of late, but they've been bigger sizes. We had the 3.5 carat last night. We had the 5.5 carat on Wednesday night. So wanted to bring you something a little bit more affordable, but still with that prestige that Padparasha sapphire brings. And then, okay, we're on our way. Let's get to it. We've got another great piece. This is it. I'm just going to bring it out because we don't get these very often. And as much as we bring fancy colors, and yes, well, not that we need to zoom in. I think you can see the color right then and there. But let's, for good measure, get you a look at it here. That is what purple diamond is all about. I mean, really, truly, are we looking at one of the rarest pieces? Let me just get it centered up for you, and then we're going to really get ready to rock your world. The other day, there was a certified stone. You probably remember it because until this point, it was the only thing we had like it. That certified stone was GIA, and it said purple pink. So there were two colors mentioned, and the truth is, this is just purple. Just straight up, solid, beautiful, unmistakable purple color that you're getting in a diamond, not a sapphire. That's important. We talk about rarity in the sapphire kingdom with purples. When they have the vanadium content, they get to that purple color. This is very distinctive because that is a diamond. So you are still getting diamond-like fire. You're still getting a big size. It's 8368. It's a 19-point stone, so just under 1/5 of a carat in this very important gem. But then what we did was we added pink diamonds around it. We like to give these halos because we feel like they deserve more than just white diamonds even, because our white diamonds are prestige, of course, but if we can add to the elements and give you even more of what you love, like fancy colored purple, fancy colored pinks, all that are natural. That is not just a, let's say, a pink stone that was heated a little more, because of course our stones are natural stones. They don't get any heat treatment. They don't get any treatment whatsoever. So this is important. 19 points is the center stone size. Then we talk about, we're going to detail the 5 points in the pink diamonds that would be that one single halo around your purple center. And then you get 2 more halos in white diamonds, split shank on the sides, really gorgeous look. And yet there is only this one. There will be a lot of people who definitely want to have a part of this really collectible in their amazing gem kingdom, if you will, whether you're a diamond collector or maybe you're just getting started. This is like you're starting with the most difficult one, because we bring you a lot of colors. I've even had more blue diamonds on this show over the years than I have had purple diamonds. So keep that all in mind when we're seeing the one and only that we have here tonight. Take a look at it because it's 19 points, 5 points in the pink, and 69 points in the white diamond. So we have really built it up, built it around, giving you some great looks here. And then, of course, that split shank on the sides. It is as it is in a combination of rose gold and white gold together. But If the intimidation factor is there, because remember, remember that we know, I think you guys are such a savvy group, you know that a purple diamond, you're anticipating a bigger price tag, because we are looking at something rarer than even the yellows and the oranges. Yellow, yeah, rarer than the fawns and the champagnes, rarer than pinks themselves, of course. But this is extremely, extremely important. And I really feel strongly about discounting these, because if that one caller who's been waiting on a purple diamond is out there tonight, and that's a big if, but if you're just now seeing it and saying, I love that stone, I've got to have a part of this action, this is the time to dial in, because it will not be the $79.99 TVON is rightfully asking tonight. That is an important price tag. That's a great price tag for a stone of that saturation level. Look at the difference and the contrast between the pink diamonds that are sitting right around it and the purple diamond in the center, or the purple in the center. That is just, I mean, my brain wants to like misfire every time I say purple diamond, because we don't have them. I do a lot of shows. I spend a lot of hours talking about jewelry up here, and I just don't say purple diamond ever. So this is really exciting. And all we need to do is get it down to a price that's going to make it so possible, so affordable, and really distinctively, to be honest with you, one of those that could be standing as our best value we've ever brought to, and I mean that wholeheartedly, because we are nowhere near $79.99. So what I would ask is this. I know it's Friday. I know you feel like, well, I got a little less competition on Friday because there's not all that viewership, so we can sit back and wait. On a stone that is this rare, where I'm about to take it, you want to be on the phone lines ready to go. Have a little faith in what I do on Fridays, which is really getting extra permission to really take prices crashing down even more than the norm, to make sure that we can take that more limited audience and really make it special for you and get you some important pieces. And they don't get more important than this purple diamond right here. And it's not going to be anywhere near what the mounting would even cost you. I'll give the diamond away for free just to make sure it can go out the door here tonight. Does that give you a little more confidence that this is going to be in the wheelhouse of affordability? If I tell you that the mounting would be more than where I'm pricing it, and you're still getting that 19-point purple diamond that's all natural, yes, but still nobody's on the phone line. So I think a lot of people are going, well, if she goes half off, that's still $4,000, but I'm taking it lower than that. It's not 4 and it is not 3. And what if I tell you that I'm so ready to give it away that I won't even ask for $2,000? This is the moment you need to be on the lines, because it is $1,999 to get you just shy of 1/5 of a carat in a purple diamond. That is very bad on my part, but I want to make sure it goes. And here's what it looks like on the hand. I better do that before it goes as it is. So the only thing you're going to choose is, what size do you need? What size would you like us to make it for you, so that when it arrives, it is ready to slip right on the hand and you may never, ever, ever take it off. And if I had 100 of them, we'd sell 100 of them, but I have one. You've got it, right? Virginia's got it. Thank you so much. She's our first caller. She's going to take it. And then look at this. Well, I've got to show you the Padparasha, because we have got a rarity here. We've been showing you a couple of the bigger ones. I've got a oh yeah, look at that color. Yes, this is ideal. That's exactly what you want to see with the Padparasha, where it's no longer just pink. It's not just orange. It is a true mix of the two colors together. And that has a cert to go with it, so we'll show you that. But first, an item number on the Padparasha, which is 8457, and it is unheated, and it is an oval, and it is a carat 10. So you've got all of that happening. Don't forget about our dolphin, which is still here, the dolphin and the turquoise waves, all here for you. Then we've got a AIG cert for this one. It is a 1 carat 10 on an unheated stone. That will be actually distinguished in the cert. Plus, you're getting 66 points in this diamond flower design, the Pave petals that overlap and wrap and give you this beautiful frame for an oval stone. Then you have the fabulous yellow, although we can change it. I know there's not a lot of gold that you see coming through because the pave is so well done, but if you want white gold, you can. If you want rose gold, you can. That's no problem. 66 points. Here's what the cert looks like right here. And this is one side. It's a bifold cert, so we'll show you both sides here. It's in lamination. So you've got a Madagascar stone, so we'll actually change that Ceylon, because Ceylon indicates Sri Lankan origin. This is Madagascar. And then we've got our natural orange pink sapphire, which is Padparasha, and then AIG, you can see, is the American International Gem Lab. And then let's go to the other side, because then we're going to have some more detail for you. Like, it was a loose gemstone when the cert was done. 9 is your hardness, of course, with El Corundum, that's sapphires and rubies. Then you've got the oval. It's a 5.5 by 6.5 millimeter oval, and it also is a carat 10 with the most important comment, besides maybe orange pink, is that there's no indication of heat treatment, and that's very important as well. And that is how, and there you go, verify your online report at their online website there. And then we'll have that cert coming with you, coming to you with the ring. So how about a better value on this one than anybody can imagine, because our $39.99 is good, but we're here to make you great prices, really astoundingly low on everything we do tonight, on all these one-of-a-kinds, getting them home. And here we go with another collectible where all my Padparashas of late, granted they've been bigger in sizes, but they've been $10,000 and $8,000, and now it's just time to make one really affordable, even though it shouldn't be. A carat 10 is a big size. That all-natural material is very important. Those are distinguishing factors that should still make this a $4,000 TVON ring. And let me try it on. This is also a design where if you want to stack a band next to it, you can. Remember, yellow gold right now, it doesn't have to stay that way. You can choose to go white or just go rose gold. That's actually would be pretty, that tone of Padparasha would be very pretty in the rose gold as well, but I'm doing it to it. This is what we do on Friday nights, giving you big time values. It's not even $39, $29, $99, or even $19.99 for a carat 10 unheated stone. This is a show for collectors. That is for sure. And this one's going even lower than $19.99. Do not wait. Padparashas are so rare, but they're also so pretty. That name, Padparasha, as complicated as it may look to spell, it means the lotus blossom, which I think is an obvious translation when you think about the color of that lotus blossom that is so native to these parts of the world where they typically hail from. And you have a very distinctive color that is so beautifully done. And you know what? I'll make it $1,888 if you'd like it. One caller only on our carat 10 with that cert to go with it. Always nice to have the back up that you've got somebody who's, really two gemologists here at AIG that have both evaluated this, because, two heads are better than one, as they say, and especially when, there's a lot of subjectivity when it comes to gemstones. And so, everybody has got a different background in gems. So even gemologists who are trained professionals, they still might have different perspectives. So it's nice to have kind of a nice consensus that's achieved by two gemologists coming together, and that's what AIG does with their cert. So that's $1,888 if you'd like that one in any gold you want. And then we're going to bring out, we have a very important Tanzanite. I do have a stone we don't see very often. It's called Prasiolite, and that's known as that green amethyst material that we love. It's a really pretty kind of sage green, and we've got a specialty cut for you, so that's going to be a little new and different. Don't forget, top of the hour is about 39 minutes away, and we're going to bring you those Tanzanite studs that we're so limited on as well. So that's here. And then the Padparasha, my goodness, that's here too. Virginia, could I bother you to ask who got that purple diamond? It was oh my goodness, she's gonna love it. Charlene, right? Charlene? Is it Charlene? Okay, we've got Charlene's and all the, yeah, we've got a lot of different, but thank you so much, and she's gonna love it. And it's good, it's going to a good home. That's always what we like to hear. So here we are. Next up, we've got a big yellow diamond to show you. Also in the sapphire world, we have an unheated yellow as well. So big time 2 carat 13 on a yellow sapphire if you're more intrigued by the yellows. But that is a stone, that pinky orange combo that is perfectly set together. We're talking about not a mixture, because again, there's a lot of treatments that go on to get sapphires to sometimes look like Padparashas when they're not actually Padparashas. That natural stone, that's why that means so much to have that unheated distinguished on that cert, because a lot of times you'll see sapphires that are Padparasha color, and that means they've had some treatment to make, kind of help Mother Nature along. That's what's so important about this stone, is that that is all natural. It truly is the pinks that we love, the oranges that we love, but brought together in a beautiful blended, not a bicolor type of, line of demarcation piece where you've got one color on top and one color on bottom like we see with tourmalines often, but this is actually a blend. So a really beautiful, distinctive blend of colors that makes for one of the most unique stones in the world. We'll take one more look at it, and then we'll be on our way. We've got a lot to show you tonight, so just a little amazed when pieces like that stick around. I really wanted to also show you a little preview of, speaking of collectibles, we've already been there for a minute with the purple, and now the pod, and now this. Let's stay with rarity beyond. Check that out. That's here too. And that's a pendant that you can wear one of two ways. And it's got bails on either side. And what a distinctive color that everybody right now is saying, oh my goodness, that is the biggest tourmaline I've ever seen in Paraíba. However, it is a tourmaline, but it has not been tested for copper or not. So what you're getting is 8278. This is that new fine tourmaline that is so exciting to have. Look at how it intensifies even, and it gives you, just in the points of this fancy cut, it gives you a more intense green color that's a more traditional green, and then throughout the vast majority of the stone, it is actually this perfect blue-green Paraíba-esque look. It is a 15 karat 63 fancy cut. This is really, really unique. I'm so thrilled to have it for you. It is also 43 points in the diamonds, and we are absolutely thrilled to bring it to you. Also, there are diamonds on one side and then a mirror finishing on the other. So when we see this here, let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. And wow, this is just very, very, very important material. Take a look. That's what it's about from a distance, because this is what you need to see with the fancy cutting that it has, and see how that, when it moves with the light, how you get that effect that runs right through it, thanks to that great clarity that you have. It's in the white gold now. You've got a special piece here, no doubt, and that's going to be, wow, it's a beauty. And so much clarity for a 15 karat 63. I was just mentioning the other day that we used to have a 1661 Paraíba, and it is now currently sitting at a museum. So it's no longer ours to show or offer. We'll have it back at some point, but it is on loan to a museum. And so it gets to be admired every single day by people that are interested in gems from across the world. I just want to show you a different perspective on it from a distance away, so you can see yet another look at it, because that is some serious size and color. And yet in the white gold as it's done here, really beautiful. And it's only one, and there's a nice reduction. This doesn't even get to come out that often to play with us, so we're thrilled to bring it to you. And also, I will give you a measurement too. Let me grab a ruler, so then we go back on the hand, we can give you an actual measurement, but this helps to see, I think, certainly a little further away perspective, so it gives you a good idea. But here's the actual measurement, and this is just difficult with this tweezer that I have. You know what, let me swap it out for the big ones just so I can hold it level for you, and then we can show you exactly how it measures here from the top to the bottom, so you can really get a sense of the size, because that's all gem. And then that gold setting right as a border, and then you can see how it's almost like, think of it like a marquise, but instead of the points that are distinctively up top and center, you've got a little bit more curve to those points there. It's a little bit under 1.5 inches or so in that top to bottom. And then we'll go take a look at it up close, because what used to be $18,999 is no longer near that price tag. And that's that clarity, once again, that you have all the way through it. And white gold only on this one. It's a custom designer piece, and we've got it for a lot less than even $10,000. If you're interested, give it some thought. It's an important collectible, no doubt about it. And yet we're so thrilled to bring you a better price than even, watch, $10,000, $9,000, even $8,000. $8,000 puts this stone right now at about, and this is hard to say because this tourmaline never should be this price, but it puts it right at about $500 a carat. That's not a price we see on tourmalines that look like this, ever. And that's what might be a little surprising about taking it so much lower than even $8,000. And this is a collectible. Call me early. We're not even going to be actually at $500 a carat. And that means, yeah, diamonds are free, gold is free, all that, but it's not even going to be $79.99 to get this one to you. Remembering that, of course, now you actually could wear it like this, east to west, if you wanted to use those bales that are on either side. The diamonds are actually meant to sit on either the left side or the right side, depending on which bale you utilize. However, you could actually put a chain through each bale on either end and then have this look, which you're seeing here, this east to west orientation on the neckline. So you can have some fun with it and how you want to wear it. But I think with the size meant to be that elongated north to south drop, I'm going to make it better than $79, $78, $77. It's not even $7,500. We are really doing a number to this value and this discount. It is only $69.99 to get that one home. And that puts that tourmaline, which again has all the color of copper bearing, just has no exact knowledge of, you know, there was so little of this find, and they're still not even talking about exactly where it's from, because they want to obviously protect the miners that are there, that are, you know, safely trying to operate and mine this for you. But think about $69.99 when you're talking about a 15 karat plus, and think about where that comes on a tourmaline, that if it were regular old tourmaline, just a standard color, like a solid green, like even a pink, even a really beautiful rubelite, this should be more, and it's not, because you would pay more for any of the other more commonplace varieties of a tourmaline, without a doubt. And that's going to put it somewhere in that neighborhood of, we're really talking about, you know, $450 a carat or so, if my math is correct. So you've got a really, really important stone there, and that's going to be for one caller only. So just a beautiful value. And yes, you've got diamonds and gold with it as well, multiple ways to wear it on the neckline, but just had to show that because pieces like that don't always come out of the vault every day to be with us. And today is that day. So coming up next, we'll get to a really important new diamond piece that we have. Also, want to show you some ammolite, because we haven't had any of that for a while, and we're just down to it. So I'm going to bring you a great ammolite opportunity here. This is a quick look at a stone that is going to have this very distinctive red, orange, and yellow and green. Sometimes we see the blue and then it's usually the blue, the green, the red. This actually is a little bit different for you, and it's one only as is because these are very distinctive. So it would be silly to say, let's make a few more because A, we don't have the stones, and B, every single stone would be different. They're kind of like opals in that respect. So it's item number 1900, and there's where we're going to actually move it around a little bit more so you can see it. We'll flip it around so you can see the patterns because it's almost like colors overlap and disappear. It's like a hologram effect, and it's 1900. This is an 8x10 oval ammolite. It has 32 points in diamonds. That would be top and bottom, and then also watch how they wrap around the sides. So you see how it's like this big platform that it's almost squared off, and then you have that pave that wraps around, and then at the base, it encircles the base where, yeah, if you're going, that's a funky ring because that's usually one band all around my finger. This is a little bit different. You're right, but it's still going to sit just like any ring would. We're still going to size it for you as well so that it'll be the proper fit. It just is open through the back of the shank, unlike, you know, a lot of rings where they're, you know, come to a point in the back. This is actually the opposite. It comes to a point at the front under that gallery, and then you have the split shank all the way around it. True to size, but not even $9.99 for this one and only ammolite. So we want to get it a great home. 8x10 diamonds. I've got it in the white gold. It will have to stay as is on that one. And then here's what it looks like. Watch how these colors, even more pronounced than opals themselves. Even when we get top quality opals out of Australia's Lightning Ridge, they don't usually do what this stone is able to do. And it's a natural, remember, this is a stone that comes from those prehistoric days, from an ammonite that is extinct. Ammonite was a sea creature that roamed the earth when the dinosaurs were around. So how about that, to get a stone that is preserved in that way, has that layer of crystal quartz over it to give it that kind of bold shine. We really see the oranges coming through right now. It's almost like now we're getting a little bit of blue in a way that kind of comes around this right side of it and shades over the green. So it's an interesting stone. Do you like it? Because it's not even $9.99, that's for sure. We're going to make it a lot more affordable than that. It's not $9 or $8 or $7 or $6.99. This is about as affordable as any jewelry gets in fine. Because when you've got solid gold and you have VS diamonds, it's tough to make them more affordable than $1,000. That's really a feat in and of itself. We've got this one better than even $6.99. It's for one caller. That's the ring you get. It's got to stay in the white. We're still going to size it for you. It is $599 if you'd like to have what really is like a fossilized shell. But you would expect fossilized shell to be maybe a little bit more dull in the colors it provides. Not here. You have those bright, beautiful, bold primary colors, and then this way that one color shifts over another. So it's kind of a fascinating stone when you think about the history, the lore behind it, the fact that it's from a creature that was, you know, again, like we talk about today, organic stones like coral and like pearls and those types of stones that are really unique. Well, this is really that, but from about 66 million years ago. So $5.99 on that one. We'll give that 30 seconds, and then on we'll move, and we have so much to show you. So many great pieces to bring out. And if you have requests, we always are taking those, especially on a Friday. We'd love to hear what you're looking for. And then still, we've got another beautiful Mahenge. We still have the Padparasha, if you'd like that Padparasha ring, which is so rare and so a specialty. But let's talk turquoise. And I do have turquoise in different varieties. Had a really big one last night. We're going to bring you a little smaller variety tonight. We also have a fawn diamond that's marked down. Has anybody been missing on the fawn diamonds? Got another one for you. And if you want a Padparasha that's maybe a little bit smaller, I do have another one. So we'll show that to you here next, because that's always going to be a request if we've got Padparasha lovers, or maybe you do like a little more pink in your pod. We'll do that coming up right here, right now, next for you. So coming up is going to be item number 8157. Take a look at this. This is the pink pod, and it really is still Padparasha, but it's got that pinky golden to it. So it's a little bit pink, a little bit orange, but it's definitely more about like an 80-20. But look what it has around it. Fascinating, because you've got rose cut diamonds on 8157. So it starts with a 57-point Padparasha, but then you're getting the rose cuts. Do you see right here? All the way around it, those are rose cuts. You see the difference between the outer row, the outer edge has the round brilliance we're accustomed to. The rose cut diamonds are 38 points. The round brilliant diamonds are also 38 points. So you're getting an even split there, but it really is that stunning look. And yet you've got this really unique, if you're not familiar with rose cuts, it was used a lot in jewelry that is from a different era, because back before they figured out what an ideal cut diamond would be, proportion-wise, the physics behind how to cut a diamond and maximize brilliance, they had a more rudimentary cutting style, which was rose cuts. And think of it almost like, it's not a cabochon, it's still faceted, but it doesn't have as many facets. So it's almost like looking at a diamond if you took a stone that was a traditional cut and turned it around, because what you see is really the point at the top. So it's almost like a pyramid. a pyramid stud or a pyramid cut where you've got everything leading up. It's not as many facets, but you've got everything leading up to a point. So instead of a traditional diamond that's got a flat table, this is building up a little bit to the extent of just a really unique, kind of an interesting shine they have to them. They really do. They operate and look different than the cutting of a round brilliant. So you're getting two different looks in diamonds. It's almost like when we pair up baguettes with rounds. They give you different ways that they're going to be brilliant in their own right. That's what this ring is doing as far as what's around your stunning Padparasha, but another great choice for you if you like a little more pink especially. And there's a huge blowout. This also started at $39.99. But we're taking it so much lower for you. So if you'd like it, come on in. It's white gold only, and that'll be our only look at it. And it's going to be a lot better than even $19.99. Well, actually, I brought that other one down to $18.88. Still here. That's great if you want more of that traditional pink and orange. This is if you want a little more pink to be that more, let's say, the lead color. And I'm going to do better than even $19, $18, $17, $16, $15.99. A better value for you right now. It is only going to be $1,499 to get you a Ceylon Padparasha with those bigger diamonds around it. Those are the rose cuts there, fewer but bigger. And then you've got the smaller but more of them in the round brilliant cuts in the $14.99 ring. So huge value there. One only. We'll give that 30 seconds as well. And let me know what you'd like to see, and we'll help you out as best we can. Our $5.99 ammolite is still here. Did you have a request? Oh, okay. Was it a happy Friday wish? Oh, or you might not remember. It was only a few minutes ago. Yeah. The Padparasha, the ammolite. Did they have any questions about it? Oh, okay, so we can go over it again. So let me just say this for anybody who, I think I explain things, sometimes I do, or sometimes people miss it. Ammolite. Ammolite is a stone that you may not be familiar with because there's not a lot out there, because it's from 65+ million years ago. There was an ammonite sea creature, Ammonite. Ammonite was the sea creature that was around in the prehistoric dinosaur days, and it hasn't been around since. So we're talking 65 million years ago. Now, you see fossils in museums, you see fossilized different things. They're not usually made in jewelry. So what was interesting is when they've actually excavated ammolite material, that's the shell of the ammonite creature, it's called ammolite. It became recognized as a gemstone in 1981. This actually hails from an area of the world where today it's Alberta, Canada. So you've got a gem quality material that happens to have this holographic kind of hologram effect. Now, most of ammolites don't look that colorful. So even if you've seen other ones, they may be a little bit more subdued, let's say. This one has that bold, the one we showed you today has a lot of that green and orange and red and yellow material. That's why it's one only. Every shell, it's kind of like if you think about it today, abalone. Abalone is always going to look different. So for the question that we had called in, what is ammonite? I guess that was it. What is it? How does that, where does it come from? So that's the whole skinny on it. It's from Alberta, Canada, recognized as a gemstone, but it really has a lot of history to it and a lot of lore, because it's really that beautiful fossilized shell that they have now extracted. And then what we do is we have that, there's a little bit of that clear crystal quartz layer, kind of like what you would see in a doublet, because they just put a little slice of that clear crystal quartz over it to really protect the stone. Because after all, it is 65 million years old. And usually it'd be like, you know, can you imagine if you were at the museum and you were looking with your child and your grandkids were there and you're looking at the dinosaur fossils, and then they take one down off the display and you start playing catch with it? It would be like, oh, no, don't do that. It's a little bit delicate. Let's preserve that special thing, right? So that's kind of why there's that layer of clear crystal quartz. So that's a natural gem in and of itself. That's just a skinny layer on top. So that's ammonite and ammolite. And if you are not familiar, hopefully you now know going forward, whenever you decide to find it or shop it or see it, you'll know. You go, hey, Lola told me about that once or twice. So I might say Lola because I spent a couple days with Lola out in Las Vegas. So hi, Lola. So anyway, take a look here at the Padparasha. So I've got Lola on the mind. I got Linda on the mind a lot lately, and lack of sleep and all that. So anyway, $14.99. So hopefully that helped our caller a little bit. Like, what's that stone? Never seen it before. That's the skinny on the ammonite, and it's still here at $5.99 if you'd like it. So let's talk turquoise, because I have this beautiful ring, and it's a 55-point stone. And it's 7965, and it's a really, really cool piece because we do a lot of big turquoise, and we try very distinctively to bring you every kind of variety so that we can have, because everyone's got a different style, right? I'm catering to people that I can't even see. So we know that we have people, you know, shopping from across the country and the world on any given moment, and so we are really trying to have something for everybody. And that's what this is about. This is our, what's that? Oh, okay. Thank you. Usually you don't have that kind of information for me. I wasn't expecting that, but the dolphin piece is gone too. So we've got sea creatures everywhere today, whether they're prehistoric or modern day, but the dolphin piece is gone. So thank you to whoever got that one. And this is 7965, which is our 55-point square cushion cut Sleeping Beauty out of Arizona. That's where that comes from. How about that? Good old US of A is where this material hails from. And it also has 7 points in diamonds that are set within it. We do a larger ring that has a very similar style where it's wider, but it still has that scroll work and that kind of rope texture on the sides. Now, I love a turquoise and yellow. You might too. I love it in white as well, but there's a very, I think, different look depending on where you go. So rose gold's okay as well. So this is just up to you. But that, again, is in the white gold now. It's got a few diamonds that are really set between. You kind of see how they're dotting the interest of the scroll work. There's milgrain, there's texture, there's some bezels, there's some pave. It's really well done. And yet, we're just going to do something wild on this one. We're going to put it on the auction block, and we're going to see who's out there because we do that larger style that's really, really wide where it's more of a, oh goodness, this one's a smaller size. So let me put it here for you so you can at least see how this scales. But look at that, how that's done. It's still a wide ring, but the other version we do goes more like here to here. So this is a little bit maybe easier to wear if you've always wanted to maybe think about that kind of look or that kind of detail. I'm going to start at 500 bucks. Let's see how that works. We'll start at $500. I know it's a $19.99 ring, but we'll put that on the back burner and we'll just say $500 to start. And then we'll go up in, how about $50 increments on this one? Does that sound okay? And then we can do any gold color you want. But it's got a lot of gold, and then it still is going to be a little bit wider through the back. You can see it narrows, but it's not going to be a super skinny little band. So I always say on this one, you probably do want to go up just half a size just to make sure it's true to size when you get it. So nothing more disappointing than, oh, somebody's going to offer me free sizing, and then I don't get that size quite right, and then I get it at home, and I'm still stuck. And don't worry, you can always send it back to us. But, you know, if we can get it right the first time, let's do that so you don't have to spend the extra time and wait to start wearing your jewelry. So that's just a little word of advice. But we'll give it 60 seconds to get it started, and then we'll see where we go. And let us know what you'd like to see on a Friday night, because we're happy to show you anything and everything from our vaults, whatever we can show you, whatever we can provide for you. But this is the moment to go ahead and grab it at $500 is our open, and obviously that's a lot of gold. There's also a turquoise, best variety in the world. You also get VS diamonds, so it's a lot to love and a lot to look at, but it's also a $2,000 ring that now we're just doing for $500 to get it started. So this is your chance to pick it on up. 35 seconds left, and we'll see what's shaking on the turquoise. Maybe nothing's shaking. That's okay. Shake, no? Okay. And don't forget, Sunday we're bringing a stone we've never had before. Hope my voice holds out till then. I hope so. It's really good. We only have 4 rings, so that's why I have to make sure you all know, because it's going to be like a blink and you miss it deal. That's what we're going to have. But I just always like to let you know, because it's not every day we get to bring you something we've never had before. And I don't think many have. I've not ever sold it in my entire tenure, so I'm looking forward to it. It's really rare. It's very beautiful, though, too. And we don't have an open on that one. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Tony, you inspired me. All right, coming up, how about Tanzanite? How about it? Big Tanzanite, or is that too much? Let's move. We got a lot to show you, and only 17 minutes now till the top of the hour. And Tanzanite studs are coming out to play. Let's do a quick wheel. And if you'd like that one, well, we got somebody verifying. I'm not sure if they're on this one, so we'll keep on moving. Oh, yeah, we've got a beautiful Mahenge. I had this mounting with the blue zircon to start the show, and I promised there would be a bright, hot, beautiful pink Mahenge with it. That is a problem that we don't have a $500 open, but I will move on. Again, you battle those Fridays, and we'll see what we got. But this is just remarkable. Look at that material. Look how stunning this is. Perfect red and pink. Together, it could only be one stone. There really is nothing else that quite does this. Mahenge spinel, but it's also 8290. It's a 1 carat 05 Anything in the Mahenge variety that goes over a carat is a big deal. We have a 105 with 44 points in diamonds. Same mounting we had earlier to start the show in blue zircon, which is still here. Just putting it out there if you'd like to grab that one. But this is with a very, very, very important stone, and it's rare, and it's also mined out, just like the blue zircon. This is mined out too. You don't see more Mahenges. There was a discovery in 07. It was 2007, so that's kind of a little bit of a young baby gem in the world that we live in, because most gems have been around for, well, we had one that was around for 66 million years. We have zircons that have been around for 4.4 billion years. So gems usually have a bit more history than, oh, this was discovered in 07, 2007, but it was. And nobody had ever seen the spinel. And usually spinels come from Burma or Sri Lanka, different parts of the world, but this is out of Tanzania. So that Mahenge mine was just essentially a boulder of material. It was discovered in Tanzania, and within a couple of, it only took weeks to get every single bit of rough material faceted. We were lucky enough to get a portion of that material. There's not a lot of it in the world over, but remember, there's no more. So what's out there, it's kind of like Paraiba's right now. What's out there's out there. That's what you got to choose from. That it's finite, it's limited. But this is the 105 with the 44 points in diamonds. There is a really great value. When we have 1 carat spinels, they're really, really rare in that size. That's a big size, but we usually really dress it up. We might do something really dressy, ornate, lots of diamond weight, maybe double halo, triple halo. I think this is lovely because it almost, to me, makes it more casual. It's got that wider solid band. It's done with the big burnished diamonds, the pave. You can wear it one way or another, depending on how you want to orient the point of the stone. Do you want to go point up or point down? But you can see how hot a pink that is, where in some lights, it ends up looking more red. In other lights, it looks more pink. It really just kind of depends on why it looks more red here is because we have less light when I have it on the hand, less light trained on that stone. So it tends to be a little bit deeper saturation because that's what neon's about. Neon is a stone that is able to do that. It's able to be a brighter, more glowy stone when it has less light. And that's what this stone is doing right now. And yet, well, we have a $29.99 discounted price. It's so much better than that. And when you really, again, look at the appreciation we have for these rarities, when you talk about Tanzania, which, yes, produces a lot of different gems, but this is the only spinel that looks like it world over. Plus, you've got that bigger size, and yet we're taking it a lot lower than even $29.99. Have a ball with it. It's going to be one only, and then we can even change the gold color. So if you prefer your spinels in the yellow backdrop, you can do that as well, no problem. But it's not even $2,000. Or $19.99, and that's not happening on most spinels. Most spinels of 1 carat size have at least a $2,800 price tag. I mean, I'm thinking about what we've had. And they're so few and far between, I can manage to remember them very well. But this is my best price on a carat plus that we have at all, and I'll do it for $1,499 right now. And you're changing the gold and sizing it to however you wish to do that. But what a stone, what a color. And do you see how really with the pear shape, I love a pear because that means that intensity of color, you see it right there at the point. I mean, yes, the whole stone has a richness about it, but you see how it intensifies with that pinky red at the point. So $14.99 gets it to you in your choice of gold color. Have a blast. That's a really beautiful and rare stone for a price tag like that. So that one should be gone, and it's only $14.99. And don't forget about our turquoise. No open on that one. Moving along. We'll get to, oh yeah, we got a quick wheel. You know, I'll just do this really fast. We've got a really quick trio of rings here that I want to put up all together since they're one of a kind. We'll just let them go and let me know who's got that Mahenge. That's so important there. Just a beautiful, beautiful stone. And no other carat stone or anything over a carat is going to be priced like that. Here's my quick wheel. It's a trio. We've got black and white diamonds in a floral ring. I also have a very rare zircon. We were just talking about old stones that have been around a while, and I don't just mean like in our inventory. I mean around. 4.4 billion. And that's a hyacinth zircon. Hyacinth zircon really described by that bronzy tone that you have. Is it yellow? Is it orange? Is it bronze? It's kind of like a mix of all three. And then we also have, well, look at this. There's a diamond ring that I think is so pretty and so elegant to wear anywhere on the hand. There's one floral, and then there's more like a vine leaf design there. Just 3 rings, you know, got to get them out the door. We can change gold color on the middle ring here, but the other 2 are going to be, I don't know about the zircon. Let me check. The zircon you can change as well. Black and white diamonds are going to be in the white and the black rhodium, just like you see it there. So that's going to be your choice, and enjoy, because what on earth, when we got a wheel like this and we got about 10 minutes till the top of the hour, and don't forget those Tanzanite studs are coming up at the top of the hour. which we just haven't done anything quite like it. So that's going to be a real exciting moment for all of our blue wing black D lovers, not to mention gift givers or resellers or anything like that. If you fall into those categories, you're going to love what we have coming up at the top of the hour. But this wheel, what should be $9.99 is going a lot better. And here are your diamond weights, 48 points here. On the flower ring, you have actually 46 points because it's going to be 23 and 23, black and white respectively. There it's even. And then we also have the 163 zircon. That's the hyacinth zircon. They're calling it orange, but you know, it's really a hyacinth color. It's a 163 with 45 points in diamonds. Right now it's in rose. I'd say white gold or yellow gold would be fine as well. That's for you to decide, but how about this for value? They're not even $9.99, $8.99, $7.99, $6.99. I mean, we're giving away jewelry tonight. And we're glad you're here to be a part of it, because whether it is that you're just shopping for a little special treat for yourself, or if you're thinking ahead to holidays or whatever it is, who would think that fine jewelry would be giftable at this level? Something that is so dynamic and so rare, but then you've got all this value associated with it, and it's not even $699. We got a switch for you. And this is where 3 rings all have to go. You choose your favorite, not even $699 a piece. Something weird is going on tonight, and we're loving it because they're not even $650 or $649 or $639 or $629 or $619. They're not even $600. We have 3 pieces. They're one of a kind. They got to go. So how about this? Even better. How about $5.99? 60 seconds only on those 3. And tell me which one you'd like to have in your collection. And could they be more wearable? I mean, really, the vine style that you have is like a bypass, but it's asymmetric. The 2 on one side, the 1 on the other. The flower ring is so amazing as well, because that's just a really pretty, black and white is such a classic look, but we don't see it all the time in jewelry, right? It's not something we see a lot of opportunity to get a black diamond piece as an accent. And then you've got your hyacinth zircon, and for $599, I would really recommend any of those pieces up there. And we've got about 35 seconds. And if you need a little recap on the carat weights, well, that's what we're here for. Give us a call and let us know. We can try it on for you and then give you all the info you need on where those stand, what's the diamond weight, how do they look on. And then remember, the only one that has to stay as it is would be the black and white diamond ring that's on the right side. The other 2 can be changed for you, so no problem there. But $599, 10 more seconds left. Gotta love that affordability. There's a new butterfly here too. We've got a little yellow and white diamond action here on a butterfly. Really pretty design. I'm gonna flash it here for you. That's coming up. Oh, and it's got a big center stone too. Love that. And then don't forget, top of the hour is coming up in 9 minutes. That means blue wing, black D, trillion cut studs, and they're perfect. They're great for like second piercings, third piercings, primary piercings as well. A trillion is amazing. So anyone that we want to see on the hand real quick before we go? Sure, we've got carat weights waiting for you. We got carat weights. We got them well, yes, and request. Good. Thank you. Oh, perfect. These are yesterday. We'll recap. All right. And that's for, is that Antonio's call? It's online? Okay, good. We'll show those next for you. We got a heart-shaped necklace to recap from yesterday, and also a beautiful bigger turquoise I was telling you about. Yeah. Okay, so which one do you want to see? Sure, the zircon. Here you go. Here's the zircon. That's going to be the 1 carat 63 zircon. That's the hyacinth zircon right there. That has 45 points in diamonds. In the rose now. Change it if you want to. Then, do you want to see the black and the white? Here's the black and the white diamond ring, 23 and 23. So 46 points in total weight on the black and the white diamond. Also a floral ring, but a little bit more of a cluster meets a floral. You have the cluster of the white diamonds in the middle, then the black diamond scalloped around that. That's $5.99 also. And then last but not least, that beautiful, I call it the vine ring. It looks almost like vines, because vines, you know, they tend to wind and overlap and kind of do this. They don't always grow in a distinct pattern. So it's really pretty how you have the asymmetry going on there in those round brilliant diamonds. And only those 3 at $5.99. Okay, so coming up, I have a couple of pieces we're going to recap from last night here by request, and good call, because we've got one that's a 1 only, and it's coming up right now. It's the big turquoise, and it's going to be a 180 turquoise. This will be item number 7231. We'll take a look here. That's going to be that big round with the double halo, kind of a lacy halo. That one is, wow. Well, got a little wild on this one last night. It's white, yellow, or rose gold. You get a carat 80 plus 56 points in diamonds. And that's a round Sleeping Beauty. We saw a cushion cut earlier that was smaller. That was 55 points. Now we're getting up to a carat 80 in size. And if that one is of interest, okay. I hate to do this, but you guys need to see something. $48.61. Here's the ring, and there's your price tag. I know I didn't do that. Here's what I'm going to do instead. Was that your caller, Antonio, or was that someone else? Oh, okay. Karen. Hi, Karen. So Karen wanted to get a little recap of some pieces maybe she missed last night. This one, Karen, she's probably going, wait a minute. $24.99. I'll honor what I did in the late part of last night's show. Yeah. Why? I'm interested. Why? Oh, she did? Oh, she, what was that? Was her name, was that Barbara Eden in Bewitched, wasn't it? Was that Barbara Eden? Yeah. Oh, she's so stunning. Did she wear a similar heart necklace? Oh, really? I don't think, I've seen it maybe once or twice when I was a kid. Tony's got something, what? Did she wear something like that? Yeah, okay, so cool. Karen, we're gonna show that coming up next. I love that. It's funny. It's amazing how sometimes certain things, jog our memories and remind us of iconic things like that. Pretty cool. But this is the 180. This one's $9.99. Okay, just a big ring for $9.99. And let me try it on. We still have the zircon and the vine ring and the black and white diamond flower ring from the last wheel. But this is for somebody who wants a little more turquoise, but you like the round, so a specialty cut. I loved when, I think of Barbara Eden, my classic show, my nostalgic show that I still watch to this day, like as in this morning I watched it, is I Love Lucy. I'm a fan. I think a lot of us are. I'm just such a fan. And one of my favorite episodes was in the late seasons, and it was when they lived out in the country, and Barbara Eden made a guest spot, and it was called the Country Club Dance, and it's one of, I think, it's hard to choose a favorite, but I think it's up there in my top 10 of episodes, and Barbara Eden was the guest star in that episode, and all the guys were gawking over, and she came in her, in her tight dress, and she had that very, Marilyn vibe going on. But anyway, so when I think of Barbara Eden, I think of that episode of Lucy. But this is $9.99. Karen will show you that necklace you're talking about. She tells me it reminds her a little bit of Bewitched. So that's how we got on this subject. But let's talk about this heart-shaped necklace. It was one of my specials here. It's a kind of a pre-sale holiday deal for you. It's item number 3345, and it's really stunning because this is actually, I know there's a lot of heart jewelry out there, certainly, we know that, but this is a really cool style because it's the way in which it's done, and it's pave from one end to the other. It's solid. There's no just outline or a little bit of an accent. It's just solid pave, done to perfection, yes. Oh, of course. We'll show it against the neckline, what neckline I have. And then we've got 3345. This was 48 points in the actual diamond weight. Of course, it's attached to the chain, so you're going to choose your white, yellow, and rose. Here's one way I like to give you a perspective here is always here first on the ruler. Just some people prefer it that way. It's more like just right around a little under a half an inch for the actual measurement. But then, remember, you're going to get adjustability, and you're going to have a lobster claw. So we've really done it up right. We've given you all premium aspects to this necklace because really the idea is giftable. That's usually how heart-shaped jewelry is purchased, for a gift, for somebody special in your life that you want to tell them and show them how much you care. And this has that beautiful lobster claw, 16, 17, 18 inches in length. It's only $649 if you'd like it. That was a little revisit from yesterday. Here it is against the neckline for you, so you can see it that way from a little further perspective, but you can also really see how it shows up because when it's really on that, that hot, bright color, you can really see that defined shape it has, the size it has, the shape it has that's so well done. The chain itself sparkles. Again, I said this yesterday. I just believe that we take such pride in if we're going to make a necklace and you don't get a choice on the chain because it's all one piece attached, we better put a nice chain on it so that you're not feeling like, if you use a chintzy little chain, sometimes it can ruin the overall look of your piece. So we really wanted to do it upright. We always do that, and that's going to be what that looks like from a distance away. So $649 if you'd like it, and white, yellow, or rose gold are your options there, and then we'll show it from a distance away. So that'll be just a little revisit from a special we had last evening, and what a great look it is. So call us. I think it makes a wonderful gift idea as well because you're not breaking the bank, but you're certainly giving something that looks like you did, and then we'll go up close and show you what is so cool about this, which is just that sparkle factor you have. I was pointing this out last night, and look at how it's still, Even when I just hover it in front of your eyes here, you really see that it's almost like that flashbulb effect of the surface of the diamond. So really beautiful brilliance internally, but also that great flash off of every single diamond, and that is perfect pave. Even the border, the way they managed to actually create this seamless kind of look, this right up to the edge, like out true. We're seeing this now. I mean, in something, it's a weird comparison to make, but you look at phones that are made today, and you look at old phones that are even, you know, a great smartphone that was made a few years ago, and it used to have that big border around it, kind of made it a clunkier look, made everything on the screen look smaller. Now you really have, you know, your screen goes right up to the very edge, so it makes for a more sleek, modern kind of look. That's kind of how these diamonds are set. There's no real border. It's just all pave all the way out to the very, very edge. So we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to put up that turquoise one more time in case, was she thinking about the turquoise as well? A smaller setting, and she saw the band we had for the auction. Okay, so we'll have to work on that. Don't think we have much that's smaller right now in a setting overall in turquoise, but I'm trying to think. Nothing comes to mind. We do have our top of the hour just a few moments away. Got a very special top of the hour for you, and we will get to that butterfly piece as well. And then we have, of course, the Tanzanite studs. But this was item number 7231. Just want to give it one more look in case anybody would want that one at $999. It's a special way to go for a turquoise that is that round variety Sleeping Beauty material, carat 80. Really, really stunning. Amazing, isn't it? So that's going to be... Okay, are we ready to show you these studs? Because I think we're about to light up some phone lines. And no doubt, when I came on the air, no doubt a lot of you are just waiting patiently for these to come right on up because it's truly something we have not had before. That's where really I think this gets exciting. We bring you Blue Wing Block Ds every single show. I can't really bring you a show without one. We'll have a big one tonight in a ring. But this is so, so important because we actually have the studs that make them, of course, more affordable. But the big trick is beyond that. And let's welcome everybody because it is top of the hour time on a Friday night. We're glad you're with us. Happy Friday to you. I hope your weekend is off to a great start. If not, hang out with us. We might be able to just do that. But this is really, it's important. We've talked about this since we started bringing them almost 4 years ago. It'll be the 4-year anniversary in December that we started bringing Blue Wing Block Ds that are, yes, the unmistakable best variety of Tanzanite anybody has to offer. That is a true statement. That is not just an exaggeration that sounds good. That is, it's the best material, and it is only here. So it really gets exciting when we can start to bring stones that for the first time ever are going to be really affordable like never before, but also really classic, because I know that this is not maybe your first destination when it comes to shopping for giftables, because we do such an elite high-end fine jewelry variety. However, every now and then, and I'm making sure that every show I do with you, there is something that is really perhaps giftable, and that doesn't mean you can't treat yourself. It just means something that is affordable enough and classic enough. It's not just about affordability alone. It's got to be affordable and something that will work for most people. And a stud earring certainly fits that bill. And even now more than ever, studs are taken off in a huge way because studs aren't just for a primary piercing at this point. You can wear them in second, third, and fourth if you've got them. You can gift them to really any gal of any age because a stud works that way as well. And it is that still, and this is what I've been touting for 4 years since we brought Blue Wings, is that usually it's the bigger stones that give you the wow and the saturation. Usually you have to get the bigger stones. And as they get larger, they get more saturated. They show off more of the reds that we talk about. That is really what separates Blue Wing Block D from everything else out there, because yes, there's other Block D out there. I've been selling Block D on the air for 20 years, but it's only been the last 4 years that I've had Blue Wing Block D for you, which is truly, literally the best. That's what we're going to show you right now. It is a stunning pair of, get this, they're trillions, so that's also a fancy cut. I give you all that because they are also really, really limited, and that's why they're here tonight. You know, we have, when we started Friday shows, it's one of our newer shows to add to the TVON schedule. And when we started it, now it's been years, but when we started it, not every single broadcast partner was available. So we only could broadcast on those that were. So we just, it's a night when really we can actually do really special things, because when there is something that's super limited, but maybe more than one, but really not something we can just sell our heart's content of, they really do debut on a Friday because you figure, you know, it's the best time to do it. So it makes it a really special night for all of you that, you know, some of you actually go an extra mile to watch us and watch us online or get on your phone or on your computer. And we appreciate that. And we want to show you what kind of specials you get in return. And this could not be better. And if you're a collector, if you're a Tanzanite lover, by goodness, if you have a piece already, like a pendant, a necklace, a ring, what have you, this is going to be the pair of earrings you need, because think back. How many earrings have there been in blue wing black Ds? Overall, even in big drop styles, there haven't been many. So this is just a major moment for our collectors out there, and let's take a look at them because this is what's such a wow. And of course, they're going to be a centered post, so you can orient them how you wish. It just looks so, so good. I mean, right? Look at this. That great match. And then we even decided to do these in the yellow gold right now, but you can choose the yellow gold, the white gold, the rose gold. Let's come in from that very large turquoise ring that we had and show you 8556 and get ready because this is not going to last very long. And obviously they're still big stones. They're just not 10 carats that we see in rings. I have a 790 today. We're going to have that one with a 9-row style behind it. But we've got very few stones that are actually going to be in this size that make them so easily wearable. So maybe you're just always looking at our jewelry too and going, well, this would be great if I got dressed up every day in a ball gown. But for anybody who says, get me something classic and casual, here it is. 140 is your total carat weight. So that means 70 points in each earring. They're fabulous. And then you have, Tony, is this what you were saying? Because I've got the fact police coming at me here now. Ellen can always be relied on. She's like, no, Barbara Eden was not. I asked, I was like, was that Bewitched? It wasn't, it was I Dream a Genie. If it is any consolation, it wasn't my era. I wasn't born at the time of those shows, but I do remember seeing some in syndication. So we'll figure, who was in Bewitched then? Who was that? Ellen, do you want to chime in and tell me? Because she likes to, yeah, she's my, what do they call it in news? They're fact checkers. Fact checkers. And I used to be in news. And that's when you would like research a story and, you know, think about your 30-second package for like 3 days and then say your 30 seconds and be done. Live is a little different. But again, I try my best. I try. But Ellen is correcting me that it was I Dream of Jeannie, was Barbara Eden, and somebody else was Bewitched. And I don't know who it was. So anyway, somebody else knows and they'll tell me. But I'll tell you, I'm going to let me just specialize in what I know, which is jewelry. And this is our carat 40 for now until I go back to sports, and then I'll do sports. But how about this? I'm not even doing this, guys. 140 in Tanzanite studs and the best quality Tanzanite in the world. And you're probably saying, yeah, those are probably still going to be $2,000. You're right. They should be. We're going to do something different. I have so few to go around. And if I'll just put it out there, you can get more than one if you want. You don't have to get just one pair. I should probably restrict and limit. But the fact is, this is the end of October. We've got 2 months, gosh, 2 months and a couple of days until Christmas. I think we need to say, open it up for gifting. If you want to get a couple pairs, do it. If you want to get 3 pairs, do it. If you have a store or a boutique or you're just a generous gift giver and you're thinking, my daughter would love those, my granddaughter would love those, I'd love those, let's get the same piece. I used to love to do that. I miss my grandmother every single day. We were so much alike, and lost her a couple years ago. And I got to tell you, that was our favorite thing. My grandmother, my mom and I all, you know, shared similar tastes, and we all had very similar style. And my grandmother always looked like $1,000,000. And that was what was so fun about having 3 generations of close women, was that we would always, if I liked something, I knew my grandma and mom would, right? We all would. And that was what was so much fun. So if we can make this affordable, where if you want to get something for the generations or for all the granddaughters or for you and your sisters or whatever it is, this is the time to do it, because they're not going to be $19.99 tonight. And we have so few to go around. So if somebody takes 3 pairs and somebody else takes 3 pairs, well, already then we're almost sold out. So this is why I recommend dialing in, because do you know what? They're not even $9.99. Try them, get them, white, yellow, or rose gold. You don't even have to leave them in the yellow gold, although the gold is not the main event. That's not mostly what you see. This is really, really, really good. Take a look. They're not even $9.99, and we already have some busy phone lines, and you might want to get a couple pairs, truly. Or maybe you're like me, and well, now I buy studs, and I buy literally 3 pairs so that I can have 6 of them going up one ear. That's what I do now with studs. It's like I'll buy 3 pairs, and then I can put all on one ear, and then I'll buy 3 pairs of another style and put them all in the other ear, and I like to do asymmetry. So mix and match them as you want to, but there is something about that stunning trillion cut that is amazing, and it's not $9.99 or $8.99 or $7.99. How about we get a few people on the phone lines here and just blow them out? Make it the most affordable blue wing opportunity I have in all the inventory. How about that? That's going to be even better. And so you don't have to pay $7, $6, $5.99, none of that. Gold right now, I was downtown yesterday, literally at the big finding house that I love. They do findings. That's all they do. They do findings, which means like the gold for studs, the gold for bracelets and pendants. And basically it's where you can go and buy in tremendous volume, and you can create, if you like, provide your own stones. Well, Guess what a finding was for a stud earring that's a 6mm size? Guess what? Just in 14 karat gold, you're now paying over $500 for the finding, which is basically the gold with no stone. How about that? This is not even $5.99, and we have only one caller on the lines, and I'll tell you, this is not a time to sit back and wait, because there's just nothing. Nothing in blue wing. There's nothing in Tanzanite. Tanzanites are going for $28,000 and $3,000 per carat. Don't wait. Not even $5.99, $5.50, $5.49, and now we're starting to get busy because people understand this is not a small stone, it's a 70-pointer. So take a look at what you see from a distance away. This is really, really, really important. And you've got, watch this, you've got a 1/4 of an inch top to bottom. That's a stud. It's not a ring, it's a stud earring. Better yet, I'll show it to you on my ear so you get an even better idea of what they'll look like on, but you're choosing your gold and you're choosing how many you need, and it would be silly to let them go by at even $549 without getting yourself at least a pair to try out blue wings, especially when I have had literally thousands of blue wing rings go out the door in the last 4 years, and yet not as many earrings, to say the least. I think I've had maybe, in altogether in 4 years, I've probably had truly 10 pairs of blue wing block D earrings. And they're not usually $549 to get them either. And we'll take them even lower than that. Here's what they look like from a distance away, so you can just imagine. And then, you know, that's in a primary piercing there. You can imagine taking them up to a second, third. I really think that the size is appropriate where they could be. I mean, if you get too large a stud, they don't always work as you move them up the ear. I think with this design you can, and already you can see the red flashes even from this distance away, like you're seeing them right now. It's not even $549, $539, $529. Get as many as you can. Try them out. They're very, very special, and this is the highest quality still. You're still getting blue wing block D. Let's take another look close up. They're not even $529, $519, $509, or $500. It's your chance to pick up as many as you need. They're $499 a pair. That is what we're doing right now for only our Friday audience, because no doubt they're going to be sold out. You got to call me now. Look at the color saturation. Same color saturation you would see in a 10 karat, a 20 karat. I've had 30 karat stones. Yesterday, I had a 30 karat. And yeah, same color saturation. So no matter what you're trying to match it with, well, full disclosure, if you're trying to match it to some of that other material you might have bought somewhere else, and it's Block C, that's going to be that light, light, light lavender material. This is a different look. This is a different saturation level, no doubt. It's really very, very bright and super, super saturated, and red flashes galore in a trillion. That's always a specialty cut as well. And for $499, you can try them. See if they're all that the rage. Maybe this is how you start blue wings. Maybe you've heard a little bit about it, or you've thought a little bit about it. Now you're just ready to get something exceptional, but not spend thousands of dollars to do it. Who's got a pair? Thank you. Hi, Gladys. She has, likes them just the way they are. I like it. Gladys, thank you. We've got a pair going out to Gladys. She's getting one. She's probably being selfish and get one for herself, and I recommend that. I recommend that. You've got to get at least one pair for yourself. If the intention is to get one and give it away, just be prepared. I don't know when you open that box if you're going to be able to say, yeah, let me wrap these up for a present. I just don't know if that's going to be possible the second you see these in person and realize the dazzling nature of them, the beauty of the trillion cut, the amazing saturation they give you, all of that. That is impressive. And $499. Did you get a pair, Virginia? And what pair? What color? A rose gold. So we're going so far with rose gold and yellow gold. And who was your caller? Deborah, hi. So far, we're going some of the more unusual colors, because in rings, we always see the white gold, it seems like, don't we? But that's a good thing. I mean, in a stud, maybe it's different. Maybe you're going to pair it up with other earrings that you wear. Maybe you like to have that. It's not like it's a big, you know, difference maker. You're going to see just a dot of gold at the top of the prongs there, and a little profile gold. You don't see, it's not like the gold is what's overwhelming. The Tanzanite is what you see and what you appreciate so, so well. But here you go. For $499, let's give it a final 60 seconds. On the way they'll go. Come on in, and congratulations to everyone who's picking one up. We've got Roberta taking a pair. Thank you. She's getting the yellow gold. So far, we have yellow, 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 white, and rose. Okay, so we've got one white, one rose, and the rest of people like them the way they are. I mean, that's why we show them in this yellow gold. It's a little different than we usually see them. Here is that side profile. I love that they don't set up too high. I never like for stud earrings to sit up way high. They kind of have to be a certain level up because they got to accommodate the pavilion of the stone. But other than that, you want a really close to the ear setting. That way they're not, they're not sticking out. They're not catching on everything. It's just a nice way to wear a great stud every day. But for $4.99, you're trying blue wings. You're getting blue wing collectible. We have a new cross design tonight. We have a great bangle in emeralds and diamonds. We also have, gosh, there's a lot to show you. I hope if you have a request, you'll get them in just like Karen did. She had a couple of requests for us, and I hope you'll do the same if there's something we can just find for you or if something we can bring out. Lots and lots coming up this weekend, but this is a night where we've got specialty limited items just like this, like that purple diamond. That's what I needed 100 of. But I only had one, and now here we are down to 2 pairs. That's what I have left. They're flying. So this is your last call now to get that Tanzanite stud. Do not call tomorrow on those. They're not going to be here. They're going to be long gone tonight. That is for sure. We know that. We understand that about studs. There's only so many perfect matching trillions that one can create a pair of earrings out of. And that's what's really limited. It's also why we don't see a lot of earrings in the first place. When it comes to really important pieces like this, it really just is about getting that perfect matching. And we're not just talking about color. There's got to be a really distinctive matched cut. Trillions can be, as you know, they can be a little more rounded. They can be a little bit more of a sharp corner. So it's really important to make sure that they're exactly the same cut as well. And we've achieved that here for you. So you get everything you could really need all in one fabulous earring and your choice of gold color for less than the price the gold would be in wholesale when you're obligated to buy hundreds of pairs at a time. And that's important also. And then speaking of Tanzanites, we have the trillion and we have the big oval. The big oval I flashed earlier, that's the one that comes with like 9 rows in diamonds. I do, for my collectors out there, want to show you something that does not come out to play very often. Let me share it with you. It's a Chameleon diamond and it's 849. And this is just, well, I know it's not for everybody, but it's my duty to make sure that you see these stones because sometimes they come out so infrequently, you might not even realize we have anything like it. It's item number 0849, and we are right now in the 9,000 item numbers. So this means 9,000 items ago, it was created. And we do create a number of items every day, but still, that was some time ago. This was one of the original chameleons we got. Yet it hasn't been on the air all that often. It's our 131. And I know we've been seeing a lot of pink diamonds of late. We see a 109 here. What is more rare though than even a 1 carat 09 pink diamond? A chameleon. A chameleon that is a carat 31 in size. That means it's almost a carat and a third. You're about ready to, you've already surpassed the carat 25 magic size, and then you're about to get to that carat and a third magic size where there would be another tremendous increase on a stone that is so limited by nature. GIA doesn't understand why it does what it does. They'll certify it anyways. They'll tell you what it's capable of doing, but they don't know the how behind it. Yeah, this is 2 different fancy colors in one. So you think a fancy colored diamond is rare and a bit pricey. This is 2 in 1. It goes from a green yellow, usually to a golden orange. Now this stone has a little more neon, I would call it like a chartreuse type of color that you have to start, and then it's still going to go to that more golden orange. It's remarkable. And how does it do that? Not like other color changing stones where it requires adapting from one light to another. This is actually temperature based. So it's the heating of the stone that allows it to change its color. Heating, like an extreme heat, back to room temperature, that's how you see the change go back and forth. And it's a 131 SI2, but it also has the bridge mounting, and you know that's going to be diamonds as well. 99 points in those diamonds to go around and underneath and all creating that halo. It's really stunning. And I know this may be a little more difficult because you don't see it every week and we don't pound it, we don't bring it out all the time, but this did start at $44,999. If you're thinking, whoa, it's because it's a carat 31. Color changing diamond. Certified. I'm going to show you the cert. And of course, the cert, beauty of the cert, is going to tell you everything about it. It's going to tell you everything about everything. We're going to show it to you. You can see the millimeter size. You can see the color changing, what it goes from one color to another. You can see the clarity grading. I mean, they still give you a clarity grading, even though that's the furthest thing we're concerned about with a chameleon diamond. We care about the whys and the cool nature of it's a phenomena diamond, essentially is what this is. It's out tonight because it's a special deal. It's a time, I said this yesterday because we brought out the 109, we brought out some really special pieces in the last couple of days. We're in late October. It's a new season. A lot of people right now, I mean, if you read the news and look at what's going on, and I talk to, industry insiders every day, and my goodness, there's a lot happening right now, and big collectible gems are going very quickly. Maybe not a lot of, jewelry in general everywhere else, but collectibles, that's where people are seeking to put their wealth right now, more than ever before, because it's tangible. And when you get rarities that are on a discount, well, it becomes a little bit more like a headline. Like, why are they doing what they're doing? Because is that really something that needs to be discounted when it is that rare? Well, the answer is, I don't care if it should be or if it really is appropriate, but we're doing it anyways. Because moving these out is important to us at this critical time of the year. Take a look at it. As rare as it gets, and we know we have collectibles, but I know just like somebody didn't know what an ammolite was earlier, we're happy to make sure, because these are the pieces where if you're not a regular viewer, you're probably clueless as to what this is, because before TVON, I had never seen one before in person. Never. We only started bringing them the last couple of years. I had never seen one. Never. Not even in a museum had I seen one. Take a look at the cert here, and we'll show you the grading report that has the cert number, the cushion modified brilliant, and we're in rare company here. It's a square cushion at basically 5.9 by 5.89, so that's really close to exact square. 131, and then look at this, fancy deep brown, green, yellow. SI2, even color distribution, strong yellow fluorescence. Well, that's kind of leading into the comments, which is, what is a chameleon and how does it change color temporarily when it's heated? Left in darkness, known as a chameleon diamond. It is really an important stone to own. There's your clarity characteristics front and back on your stone. Here's your clarity chart. This is your colored diamond scale over here, which is going to be on all your colored diamonds except for the yellows. And we're going to give this one away right now. $44,999. Yeah, that's all fine and well. But it's time to give you a better value on a really cool ring, and what has even been reduced. It looks like this wasn't even publicly reduced, but it looks like it was reduced because I got all the notes here. Actually, this goes back so far. Do you guys remember this? This is where some of you, this will test how long you've been a TVON viewer. This ring was made so long ago, it actually has the golden ticket on it. Do you remember the golden tickets? The new rings don't have it anymore. That is way back when it was produced, that $44.97, that's the mounting price. And I'm going to show it to you on the other side because there's no mention of the chameleon. That's for the 99 points in diamonds and 14 karat gold. So $4,500 essentially is the mounting price from what, two and a half years ago? So keep that in mind. That's how far back this ring goes. That just gives me, I think that's more incentive to really reduce the price. That's what I think. It's not going to be $44,000, and obviously the mounting, I know, is nothing compared to the rarity and the value of that center, but this is just so important to realize how far back. When it was made, that mounting today costs over $6,000. So already there's a savings there. And that's just $4,500 if we're giving it to you for our cost on the mounting. But watch this, we've got a carat 31 that is about as rare as a gemstone gets. This is a diamond. It's not going to be $40,000 anymore. It's not even $30,000 or $20,000. And the lowest we've ever had, my notes tell me, $19,999 because it's the carat 31. But tonight, my collectors are going to get an opportunity on some very special rare. This is not going to be, and I'm not sure if we're going to have this one last very long, because you know a value when you see one. It's really tough to disguise a value when it's this obvious. And when there have been, on my show, I have had 1 carat chameleons that are far smaller, still big, but far smaller than what we're looking at, that have been more money than where I'm taking this one tonight. So if that's an incentive to dial in early, please do, because it's not even going to be $9,999. What on earth? What on earth? When we're not doing $10,000 on a 131, when already, right now, I mean, look at the mounting price from so many years ago. Right now, you're only paying $5,500 for the stone. If you look at the mounting price where it's at, and obviously that mounting has become more pricey as the years have dragged on. So if we do better than $99.99, are we piquing even some more interest? I sure hope so, because I can't show you a more rare stone than what is on the air right now, than what is here on this wheel, than what you have a chance to pick up and own and wear and love. Don't put it in a safety deposit box. I mean, you can, but wear it. The more I believe in that so much with color changing stones, especially because how are you really ever going to see the change of color take place if you're not really wearing it in different environments? The more you wear it, the more apt you are to appreciate what color changing stones are all about. So I really want you to be able to, feel confident. You've got a 10 on the Mohs scale in a diamond, even if it's a chameleon. I'll go lower than even $99.99. We have one. The cert comes with it. You can change the gold if you want to, because we just did the matching here. If you want to go ahead and change it to white gold, go ahead. It's not even $9,000. This is going to go. It's not even $89.99. It's our largest chameleon here. And you have the cert, and you're gonna witness something that most people who are in the gem trade never see, never know, never are around. This is just remarkable value. Take a look at it. We're going even lower than $89.99. It is only $8,888 to make that one your ring, maybe your most precious, valuable, collectible item that you have in your possession is right there. $88.88. Only one. Good luck. Here's what it looks like on the hand again. You know this bridge. This bridge is a very, very, very popular look. There's that middle row, or rather middle 2 rows of diamonds that run underneath. That's all the way through. You can even see the glow that yellow-green diamond is casting already. I mean, if that were just a diamond that was that color and that was only that color, that'd be really cool. But the fact that it goes from that color to another is really remarkable. Here it is on the hand one more time. $88.88. Good luck. One only. Change the gold color, change the size if you need to, but what a value to get the largest chameleon that I have here. Enjoy it. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And that is going to be absolutely gone. It's like having that purple diamond. We brought out a purple diamond in the first couple of moments, and that one flew because these are rarities. And when you price rarities where it's just not appropriate to be, obviously there's going to be a lot of recognition out there that that is the value to own. So just had to spend a moment on that. We don't see those all the time, and we certainly don't have anything at that size any longer. So give us a call if you like it. Now coming up, we also have a tansy. I've got the trillion cut, which is going to match the earrings, so I thought we'd bring that out for you. Here's the trillion cut Tanzanite that is the match. Of course, this one's in the white gold. Now that's a pretty stone there, and you can see almost magnified what you're able to get in those studs that we had earlier. And you want to call and see if we still have a pair of those left. That was $85.56. This ring is $8132, and we're talking about a $577 trillion. And what a look it is, because even better when you get that bigger size and you see all that wow factor this gives you. And then what we've done is almost like, think of it like a teardrop, like an extended teardrop, creating this halo around it. And you get your 25 points in diamonds. And how about a special deal on a $577? And if you want it changed to a different gold color, we can do it. We can do the yellow. That would match those studs like you saw them perfectly, or get it in the rose gold, but this keeps it a more simple style, creating that border around your trillion cut. You don't have a lot of extra diamonds, so maybe that's going to be a little more casual. We have 25 points, but they're all paved. And think of it, it's almost like 6 different pieces that are wrapping around. So it takes it to a different level than your basic halo, that's for sure. And here it is on. So you can see what that looks like size-wise. What is a 577 going to look like when it's on the hand? Well, there you go. And I think it's also Wonder Ring ready. It's been a while since we've talked about the Wonder Ring. Can you imagine a Wonder Ring here and a Wonder Ring maybe over here? If you want to add a little extra, you can. But kind of nice to have something, let that stone be the star. And how about a $4,999 price tag going lower? And that's because it's going on the auction block, and we're not starting at $4,000 or even $35,000 or even $3,000 on a 577. We might make history here on this trillion, and it's not going to be even $35,000. You know what? $3,000 I like. I'm going to go even lower than even $2,500 because I really want to make sure we get a chance for this one to go. And keep in mind that at 25, well, they can figure out that per carat easily enough for you. On a 577, think about where that is. $430 or so a carat with no talk about the diamonds. Let's go even lower for you. I'm going to go $2,400 to start. We're going to go up in $25 increments only. And by goodness, we're going to make sure that gets a home because there's nothing quite as dazzling as a trillion that's going to match up saturation with a beautiful, brilliant effect like you see right there. So how about it? $2,400. We'll give it 60 seconds to get it started. And let's see where it goes. And don't forget about that chameleon. Anything else we can help you with? The pink diamond is here, the 109. If you need to see that again, we're ready to give that one away. And beautiful brand new opal. We've got mandarin garnet. We have a butterfly piece. We've got so much to share with you. And then a new cross, which we're going to do right after this, which is a new designer cross style. We've never had anything like it. We've had somewhat of a kind of a mainstay collection of iconic pieces and crosses, but we have not had anything like what we're about to bring out tonight. So I hope my cross lovers will be ready for something special there. And then here we are, last call to get that one started at $2,400. And then it looks like we're going to get ready for our diamond cross coming up. And what it really looks like, do we have any emerald cut lovers out there? Like if you love emerald cut diamonds like myself, we have a really, really neat style. Looks like big emerald cuts all the way through. It really does. That's coming up. And it's a new one, so that'll be 8580 coming up next. Let's take a look at it together. First, I want to put it on the hand first, and there's a good reason for that. So you can see how it does look like you have just put together, I mean, does it not? It looks like 6 individual emerald cut diamonds that would be about, oh gosh, probably about 50 or 60 points each there, which would really total up your diamond weight. So then you know what happens. If you had 50-point big fancy diamonds all the way through, and it is VS, this is 8580, but that's the look you're getting. When we take it to a different kind of design element like this has, where you're putting multiple cuts together, it's actually going to be 43 points in baguettes. And it's going to give you 4 points in round brilliance. So your total weight here is actually 47 points, but you're getting 18 karat gold as well. And you get the look that in no way, shape, or form, and I think a lot of us have been around jewelry for a while. If you have a passion for it, you look at it everywhere, you know what designs and how they're done and what makes them special. There's no way that looks like 47 points in diamonds, but you're still getting an 18 karat gold setting. So it's a high-end setting style, and we have the white gold only here because that's what lets, when you see this design, if you're still just at this point kind of a little bit perplexed, how is that 47 points? How is that not big, big, big individual emerald cuts? We're going to show you now. As we take a look at it up close, you're going to see how this is created. Still everyday styleable, lengthwise and widthwise, but now we see it. And I don't think this is going to sit on its own here. I would be really happy if it did, but it's not. So here's what we've got for you. What is really, you see it now, baguettes put together, and they are set north to south and east to west, and then you have this diamond round brilliant that's basically in all your corners, and that is all basically attached by a diamond bar here, or rather a gold bar. We have 18K white gold only. That's all 18 karat, and we're going to show you this way around it so you can see how it's finished in the back, how it's going to have that classic bail real hidden behind that top point so you can put your favorite chain behind it. And it is just a miracle price tag right now. I mean, look at, this is my favorite thing to show. Do you see when I move it forward? Watch what happens to the wheel in front. See that? See what's happening? A little laser light show. My wheel is not made of mirror. It's not made of a shiny plexiglass. It's literally white computer paper. Is it not? It's white computer paper on top of a turntable. That's what it is. My point being, it's not a reflective surface, and yet look at what's happening when those diamonds, the light hits the diamonds, and then that bounces down and reflects onto this wheel surface, and you're seeing a reflection. That is a testament to what you're getting in these diamonds, and we got to know who's out there on white diamonds like this that look like the big emerald cuts, but here's the trick. If those were emerald cuts individually, that were those sizes, you'd be paying, I kid you not, about $10,000 for your cross, especially if they're VS quality, which these are. Let's show it to you on the neckline also so you can get a look at it there and get another perspective on it so you can really see what it looks like, just how it is going to be when it's moving, how you get that beautiful bright flash. Every single piece, every section kind of lights up individually so you really get that amazing look. I mean, size-wise, it's beautiful. We'll go back to the hand, then we'll go actually measure it for you. But I'm thinking we need to put together a deal here, and obviously with holidays around the corner, might be a good time to think about adding a distinctive piece like this to the collection. It is about 7/8 of an inch, top to bottom, 18 karat white gold only, beautiful style, and I don't think I'm going to get this $23.99 price tag today. It's just, it's not feeling like that kind of Friday. So how about a better deal than $23.99, and call me early. I just love that when there's full light, you get that. When there's even a shadow cast over the piece, it's still giving you this bold, reflective quality. But I'm going to try to hold it so that I don't actually shadow it, so you can really see what happens when those diamonds are exposed to the light. And that's going to be what it does every day that you put that on, which might be every day. Hopefully it is. Let me know if you like it. I have no idea, guys. This is a special piece, and you know, It's time to get these pieces out the door, and it's brand new. And I know you're expecting, I think a lot of people think if I say brand new, it must be today's pricing in gold and diamonds, and you immediately back away because you think, well, I know everything's gone up, so maybe diamonds and gold have too. They have, just not here. Not here, not tonight, not this cross. It's not $2, it's not $1,000. Let's get it out the door. We've got to find a home for it, and I'm not even asking for $999 on all that diamond weight in 18 karat gold. That's what happens. You see even the gold borders there between your diamond segments. That's reflecting the gold. That's reflecting the light. That looks amazing. And yet, I have nobody at $999, so it's about to get better because we're in danger of leaving that here, and I'm not going to leave it here. We have got to get it at home, and this could be the perfect gift idea for somebody you love and care about, for somebody you want to show love to, for somebody who needs maybe that beautiful, that show of faith, that beautiful kind of support jewelry that we talk about. I think jewelry can be comforting. I say that about my signet ring every day. I believe that certain pieces of jewelry are comforting if they have a meaning or a significance behind them. Certainly this would. And you know what? $9.99, $8.99, not going to be your price tag. I will just make you a deal right now. If you'd like the piece, it's not even $8.88. And solid 18 karat gold is a rarity in today's world. And why 18 karat gold shouldn't go way, way up in price? Well, that is a mystery because it's a higher purity gold. So it should absolutely be more. I don't know. We're going to try it right now. Go ahead. And you know what? If $888 is not getting that out the door at this point, well, let's try something different. I'm going to make this even better for you, and we'll just send it out. $799, 60 seconds only. It doesn't matter if it's in darkness or if it's in the light. It really is just about the boldest you can get here in fabulous baguettes and rounds together. And for $799, what do? You try it. You try it, you get it at home, you put it on your neckline, see what that's all about in person, because when you get, and they're all VS diamonds, every one of them, every baguette, every round there, it is just a stunner. And we have 40 seconds now or so to get that one out to you. So come on in, $799. Do you love it? So amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. One more time on the hand. Let's put it there again. You've got to see this. Oh, everyday wearable. That size makes it, I mean, the height, top to bottom, it's just under an inch. Every single day wearable. I mean, that tends to be a really classic, popular size in a pendant overall, no matter what the design or significance is. So when you have that style, look at how gorgeous that is. $799. Take it if you love it. Try it out. It's a beautiful designer piece that is brand new tonight. We're not having it back. These are all getting one shot. They're just, we're working with this fabulous designer that, it's been very difficult. And the reason you see any network come on and every day there's a new designer, well, that's all fine and well, and I love that for variety, but you know what? There's no consistency there with the quality, and we're so really, really, truly set on consistency that we can't work with a lot of designers just simply based on the fact that they're not going to have the quality that we demand. So that's really, really important. And so finally we saw there's a great designer who we're working with here who's partnered with us to do some of these great pieces that are going to be that same VS quality that you're all used to and that you probably become very enamored with. So try it at $799. We'd love to have that one out to you. And then let's get to it. We've got a beautiful butterfly piece I want to share. And we also have Prasiolite. I have two butterflies actually. I've got yellow diamonds and I've got color. But I really have not seen this in a while. So let's show you, wow, modern sophistication at its best. I love this look. This is a really neat stone. And maybe, just maybe, it might be something you don't yet have. It's because it is item number 8551. This is it's a 3.5 carat Prasiolite. And if you are thinking Prasiolite, have I seen this? Have I heard of this? Do I know this? We haven't seen it here much, but it is a rare form of amethyst. It's actually a quartz family gem, but it has this really, I think it's pretty. It's a very almost like soothing, calming green color, because a lot of greens, and we love our green emeralds, and we love sapphirites, and we love the Marilani mints, and you can go on and on and on about green gems. But a lot of them are that either dark, rich green that's like a forest green, or sometimes they're more of what is an emerald green, a beautiful classic. This is a softer side. I wouldn't say it's minty. It's not garish. It's not bright. It's soft. It's soothing. It's like a spa color. I feel like I should be at a spa drinking cucumber water and, listening to, oceanic sounds in a sound machine and, laying in, with a little lavender scent in the air, something like that. Never done that, but it sounds nice, but I can imagine it. I have a very vivid imagination. So 3.5 carat Prasiolite, but it's a fancy cut. And then you also have bigger diamonds, 13 points. Look what we've done there. I know they look like princess cuts. They're not. They're round brilliance. Did anybody get our cross yet? I hope so. Did somebody get? I just hope it's going to a good home at some point. Here we go with 8551 though. This can be done in white, yellow, or rose, but I want to really take a look at this on the side because it does look like you have burnished princess cuts, which for the record have never been done here. But instead, it's actually a round diamond. They are in that square setting, so each one is set into the gold, but they're in that squared off setting, so it takes a round brilliant and gives you the optical illusion of it being a princess cut. So 13 points there, 3 on each side, and a beautiful look with that exquisite cutting that is so high-end elegant, and a much better value than you can even imagine. I'm just thrilled that we can have this for you, and thrilled that we can bring you something that specialty when you have something we don't see very often. That's what's so important. And try this side, the softer side of amethyst. We're really proud. Gosh, I love when I bring our Brazilian amethyst and how saturated and bright it is and beautifully bold, but it's nice to see that softer side of the quartz family gem like you have here. So well done. For me, it's not boring, it's not blah, because you're also getting that cut that's lighting it up from inside. So you see there's like that shimmery type of bounce. There's a light that comes through and back to your eye when you wear it. It also makes it very unique. I think people are going to stop and stare at your ring for a bit because they may not have seen a cut like this. It's kind of a variety of a championship cut. You can see here even from the inside, it doesn't look all that unusual, but then from the front, the power there. And then you even see the faceting on the table facets. It's actually not even a square. It has those little cutouts all the way around. And then you're even getting some great gallery work with your dove's tail in the gallery. It will do any gold you wish. It's a great stone to own. I just think that's a pretty, pretty color. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the hand. So notice it's not too light where you don't get any color payoff. It's got plenty of that, almost now looking like it could be a Paraíba kind of color. It's got a little bit of blue from a distance. It's time to get it home. Try it out. And with that nice wider band all the way around with those bigger diamonds set within in your gold color, let's try something. I have not had a Prasiolite in so long. I just think $19.99 is fabulous, but we need to do a remarkable discount here beyond what I'm even supposed to do, because at $19.99 there's a very fair price. If we want to go lower than that, I say let's do it. I say let's put it on the auction block and help you out, and we're not starting at even $1,500 or $1,000. I'm not starting at even, watch this, it's not even going to be a $900 starting bid. We're going to start at $800, and we'll go up in $50 increments only. And this band, it's got some great size to it. Look at it all the way around, and you see how it's finished on the inside there. Underneath those diamonds, you see the depth of the gold it has. $800 to get a Prasiolite cut like this. We talk about rare cutting a lot. We'll bring you rare cuts in diamonds. You don't see many cuts like this, and yet that actually is a huge extra expense. It's one thing for the gem weight to be there. It's one thing to think about what the gem is and how that carat weight plays. But when you have that extra rarity in cutting, that actually elevates it even more so. I have not had an open on an auction tonight, so let's just give it 60 seconds and see if we do on this one, because that is not something we expected to see tonight in a beautiful Prasiolite green quartz. That is the sister or the cousin to amethyst. It is still quartz, which also is the citrine family, of course, as well. We know it's the ametrine family, but you just don't see this very often. Okay. And we may not have an open on that one either, so just going to wait it out the 45 seconds and see. And then we have a bangle coming up. We have earrings coming up. We have also the largest blue wing I have is on the way, and that's going to be our 9 carat. Actually, it's our 790. 790, but where it's got the 9 is the 9 rows and diamonds underneath it, plus a bangle, plus wheels on the way. And requests, if you have them, get those in too. We'll be happy to help you out. A couple of butterfly pieces are also here. And no open on Prasiolite. Oh man, well, it's kind of fun to bring you stones you haven't seen in a while, right? Do you see it out anywhere else? I don't see it much. I can't be in every store every day, but I don't see this much. I don't see Prasiolite much of anywhere these days. It's kind of nice to bring it. Very pretty. I like it with the extra cutting. I think it's it can be a little subdued or a little too subdued when we have just Prasiolite, but that cutting really brings it to life. We've got the open at $800, so guess what? It's time to move. We're just going to make this an easy deal. We've got the open at 800. We're only asking for a $50 increment. We're going to see if anybody else wants to play. It's going to be a 2-minute clock, and that's going to be getting this one home. And big congrats to whoever gets it in advance, because that is a special deal. There's a $19.99 price, as it should be, right out here tonight. Instead, we're doing something vastly different for you, and that's because we want to make sure that all this jewelry can get a home. It's a lot of fun to show you the pieces. It's even more fun to know that they're going out to your homes out there to be loved and appreciated and worn, and that's really what makes it a lot more fun, is when we can actually ensure that these pieces are getting to you. And if there is something you like, it's nice to sit back and say, I like that. It's even nicer when you can call in and participate and save a bundle to do it. So how about a final 2-minute clock, and then we'll sell it only at $800 so far, and looking for more. But that may be a total unrealistic expectation here tonight. So final 2 minutes only, and we'll be on our way. I love this bangle coming up. I've been careful not to even give you a sneak peek as of yet, because really want to surprise you with the newness of the bangle, because we have something really unusual for you tonight, and so much more to show you. And of course, waiting on requests. We'd love to help you with those. And then we've got another wheel to show you right after this. So when this auction wraps up, which is only 90 seconds away, we'll bring out a really nice wheel. It's got some very unique pieces on it. And then butterflies. Also, a big kunzite is here. Brought that out for the occasion. Okay, $800. One more time on the hand so we can see this one with our final minute, 5 seconds left. Here it is on the hand for you. White, yellow, rose, gold. I kind of like it in the white just because there's almost a bright white flash that comes off that faceting. So I think the white gold on the sides really coordinates well, but that is totally up to you. You've got your preferences. You know what works well for you in your collection. So we just make sure that we can give you those options when at all possible. And $800 right now, looking like that could be it. Okay, so final call, 35 seconds or so left, and then we're going to see our Prasiolite go out at a Craziolite price. That's how we're doing it tonight. So then on the way, we've got the wheel, and then the butterflies are here. 2 different distinctive designs in butterflies. Top of the hour, we'll bring you a Tanzanite. That'll be our 7-carat 90. We'll hope we have a whole flood of viewers coming in at the new top of the hour here in about 15 minutes. And don't forget a bangle as well in also emeralds. Looking forward to bringing that one to you. Okay, last chance, last call, nobody else. It's going once, twice, 3 times. That is sold. Enjoy it. And now for the wheel. A very quick wheel, but some really cool pieces here, because we're starting with the double diamonds here. I love this because they're big trillions. That's a fun ring to wear anywhere on the hand because it's that open style. Then we have a platinum and emerald piece. Emerald out of Colombia, platinum material. Very unique as well. Then we're going to add the big fawn diamond is here. Going to bring you a really important fawn diamond in the bridge mounting. There is the fawn diamond. Got a really good look there. That is a very, boy, let me see if I can give you a better angle at it here on the side. That is a really perfect fawn. Lots of pinky tones with the champagne tones together. And then my last one to add is just going to be these 4 here. The last one is a sapphire. It's unheated, untreated, and that is a true teal color sapphire. You can really see the blues and the greens together there that are happening. You see that there's a real mix. It's not split. We're not talking about like a bicolor tourmaline that has blues and greens together. It's a mixture. It really has that teal color because the colors are blending. And that's a 168 unheated stone. So it's got a great size to it. And it's also an emerald cut. And it's also the double halo. And it also, well, it doesn't stop there. This just keeps on going. The big diamonds are here. The one emerald and platinum that we have, I don't even have. I've got really, truly $28,000 emeralds here. They're not in platinum. This is a true fawn diamond where you really see, we did the rose gold, you see the pinks, you see the champagnes together. Here's our carat 68 sapphire, double halo. The diamond weight is 92 points. Any one of them you want. I can tell you they're all one of a kinds. The only one that has to stay, actually there are 2, because the platinum obviously is going to stay in the white metal because platinum is a white metal. So that's got to stay as it is. And then we also have the white gold of this diamond ring here in the front. That's your 2 trillion cuts. They go back to back. And then they have a trillion cut pointing outward. This is the coolest ring on. So make sure you wait till you see it on, because I know it may be a departure. I think that's what's fun. If you're going to get a new piece of jewelry, I think I'm a believer in that it should probably, hopefully, it's more fun if it looks different from what you already have. And that to me is where we know we have something new and exciting that we can look forward to if it's a little bit unexpected from what our collection already has in it. And I know that's kind of a little sometimes tricky because there's all these classic pieces out there and we tend to start with classics. But if you have a collection that you're building upon, sometimes fun to step outside the box, even if it's as simple as still remaining in white diamonds like that ring gives you. Our fawn diamond, our emerald, our teal sapphire, which one do you like? We're going to really, I know these are going to go because the pricing that we have established for tonight is coming way, way down. And just so you know, everything up here had a list price of over $8,800. They go from $8,800 to $9,462 to be exact. So you have all that range, and yet nowhere near $8,800 for any of them. That's the whole point of a wheel. A wheel together means all one price. It also means lowest price. So it's your chance to pick up any one of you like. Shall we take a look and get you your favorite? That's how we're going to do this. Not even $8,888. Nowhere near. And come on in early. It's always recommended to be there ready to go because when they stick around, well, you know what? It doesn't happen usually on wheels. Sometimes if it's new, well, this is where it's designed to go down to that lowest price where they don't stay here. And really quickly, before you even ask about the diamond ring, I want you to see this from a distance, how pretty that is, and how you have a bigger trillion on each side. You have 36 points in the trillion cuts and another 30 points in the rounds. So each trillion cut, they don't look to be exactly even, so I figure you have one half carat or one 20-pointer and one approximately 16-pointer there on each side. One side is a little smaller than the other. The round brilliance is another 30 points, so you're going to get 66 points total weight. That's also 18K white gold. So that one stays in the white gold. Our platinum emerald stays in platinum. Nobody's on the phone lines yet because that's why we're looking at 8888. Everyone's thinking, no way. No way. I need a deal on top of a deal on top of a deal. You got it. You're in the right place tonight. It's not only a Fantastic Four, it's a Friday Fantastic Four. So they better become a whole lot more fantastic if we're going to send them on out. 88, 78, 68, 58 are all fine. But that's not going to do it. We're here to make sure they move. And with a fawn diamond, the fawn diamond is a 50-pointer. So that's a good size. That's in that same bridge. We've been seeing bridges like this already tonight where you're getting a nice diamond presence beneath your fawn diamond. The 50-point fawn is going to sit right on top. It's got more of that pinky color than fawn diamonds usually give us because sometimes they're a little more champagne-y. Sometimes they're a little more, again, pinky. This one definitely leans toward that pink lavender category. Any one you want, not even 58, 48, 38, 28. Let's go. Not even 1888. They're going lower than that. Big time sapphire, major emerald out of Colombia. And then we've got this fawn right there, half carat, and the bridge brings you another 85 points in diamonds. Here's your 66 points, but the trillions are large. Let's make sure they're not even 18, 17.99, 16.99. We've got 60 seconds coming your way, but wait a minute. I'm not even doing 16.99 to get them a home. It is wild, and anything you need. How about platinum? I actually think this would be an incredible gents ring as well. I think it can go either way, ladies, gentlemen style, either way, because you have such a big, wide style. It sits almost like a pyramid. It's got a big, oversized knife edge style to it, the way the diamonds lead up the shoulders there. It is not even going to be 16, 15.99. How about a better deal on anything you want there? One of a kinds only. It's our absolute best reduction because they were supposed to stop a long time ago at $28.88. I don't know about you, but if I could get something that was supposed to be $3 grand and I'm not even paying $15.99, there is a deal for you, and that is based on a wheel price. That is the lowest price at $28.88. We have completely kind of rolling with it here, slashing prices as we go and making it even better. $1,499, anyone you want. And we'll give them 60 seconds because they need to all go. Every last one of them. That is just too remarkable to stay here when you have the carat weights you do, the metal selection you do, the bigger diamonds that are there. The teal sapphires probably, it's hard to get down to the rarest of them all. You've heard of the fairest of them all. Which one's the rarest of them all? Honestly, we're going to have to ask the magic mirror because it's a real debate here. Fawn diamond at a half carat with that amount of pink, it's up there. But then you get that teal sapphire that's a 168 unheated. I mean, then there's the emerald set in platinum, which is just screaming bright green. It doesn't matter if I block all the lights. Look at how that green just got brighter. Yes. Let's go with the sapphire, and then which one? You got it. Sapphire first, emerald next. Here we go. This is the sapphire, which is item number 5776. That will be the one. Now look at that. It looks more blue now until you move it, and then you see those flashes of almost a golden green. That is the 168 unheated teal. One only, 92 points in diamonds to go with it. It's even a cushion cut. It almost looks like an emerald cut, but it's got that softer edge corner. So it is a cushion, super clean. Let me know if you have it. This one you can change the gold color. Let's go to the emerald and platinum next, which looks like that's going to be item number 7777. Here we go on the emerald and platinum. This is the Colombian emerald. Now your Colombian emerald is a size of 58 points. So is your diamond weight. So 58, 58. You get a 58-point emerald, 58 points in diamond, set in platinum only. And that has even this, look at this, metal presence from the side profile. You get all that mirror finishing on the side. You get this, what is really like a knife edge. That's kind of a knife edge. We typically see it in a more narrow band, but this gives you more width to it. Decked out in diamond pave. I'm ready to sell my soul at this point. Like whatever it takes. I mean, okay, that's just being facetious, but I don't know. It's crazy good. How much? Listen, nobody would give me $14.99 for that even, I don't think. So here we are. $14.99, last 30 seconds. Anything we can help you with? There's the emerald. Here's the fabulous, I can't believe the sapphires made it. Which one? Oh, good. Platinum has got its home. That is, again, item number 7777. That could be the luckiest item we ever have. And lucky green color and lucky platinum metal all together. And here we go. There's the sapphire and the teal. This is the big diamond ring. I'll take that one. That's no problem. I'll take that one. And then the fawn that has that really pretty pinky champagne in a setting. Just a hint, if you're a semi-mount lover and you're always calling asking for semi-mounts, get any of these for the semi-mounts. And obviously this one's not really intended for a semi-mount, but you could get that bridge or that double halo around the cushion cut, and you would be getting a better deal than the semi-mounts alone cost you from our own factory. So there's a really, really good way to get you some great jewelry values there on our fantastic 3 now. 3 remaining and a last call if you'd like them. And then here's what we do have. I've got a new, now I had some yellow diamonds over the weekend, last weekend. They were 1.5 carats as well, but I did add a couple of really important diamonds to this design. If you'd like something that I promise you looks like a 2 carat, look at this, just beautiful, isn't it? This is a new style, so I might as well show this because we're going to make sure that 18 karat gold and yellow diamonds can also go out at a low price, because that is not a ring that should be affordable. And this is the one. I always look at these pieces before I look at the details, and this really does look like a 2 carat plus stone. We've had 2 carat plus stones. We do have 2 carat plusers. I'm thinking of the 2 carat cushion I have. This one is way larger visually than the 2 carat cushion that I have. So if that's really where you'd like to be, some people only want 1.5 carats, but some people are limited in diamond sizes because of the budget, because as diamonds get bigger, so do the prices. Well, here's where we're going to bring you 8448. It's a brand new style. It has a 1.5 carat oval, but it's all set in 18 karat gold. But we've added some really important pear shapes you see in the corners there, and then the round brilliants are actually 2 halos filling that in. So what you're getting is a 1.5 carat VS yellow diamond. You have that double halo just interrupted by the pear shapes that accentuate that. 45 points is your total pear shape weight, so they're over 10 points each. Then you have another carat 03 in your round brilliants. And that would be a total of 148 in diamonds. And that would be your white diamonds, of course. Then you're looking at just about, talking about almost 3 carats in diamonds altogether. Finished on the inside in that 18 karat two-tone gold, yellow, and white. Look at this. There it is. And the number is the style number, so keep that in mind. It's just, it doesn't have a reference to carat weight. Sometimes lately we've been seeing little carat weights engraved inside the rings. That is the style number on this designer piece. That is a brilliant cut oval. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Super important to look at this, because when you see a regular routine amount of diamond rings here, you know that looks like a 2 carat plus. It really does. It's that visual. This is a little bit more. Ovals tend to do that. They're going to give you a little more elongation, more than a cushion cut square, so they tend to look a lot bigger than they ever weigh, and it's just time to make sure it gets a home. And how we do this on a $16,999 piece, well, it's brand new, but we're going to discount it anyways, and you're getting almost 3 carats in diamonds in total. And if a 2 carat's been out of the price range, but you ideally would like that size, this is the ring you should own, because it gives you that 2 carat look, but it's not going to be, even $15,000 is really about the best we see on a 2 carater. There's a better value here tonight, and it's our first time seeing it, yes, but that doesn't mean I'm willing to pretend it's been here for a year and get you a remarkable discount. It's how we do it. And you don't have to pay $15,000, $10,000, or $9,000. And suddenly a carat and a half is looking awfully good when you get pear shapes, ovals, and rounds, 3 cuts, 2 colors in diamonds, 3 carats total weight almost, and a price tag that's not $9 or $8 or $7,000. It's not even $6,000. We got to move it right now, and that is going to be $59.99 if you want a big time carat and a half yellow diamond. I think that's the way to go. Brilliant cut, the perfect color too. I always want to let you know that there's different ranges of color. And when we see lighter ones, they're typically less value. They're more canary yellows. When you see darker, sometimes that means more brown or more orange, and that's not ideal either. You really want it to be a bright, gorgeous, pretty sunshine yellow. That's what you're looking for ideally. That is definitely what this stone is bringing. It is bringing the sunshine, and it's $59.99 only to get that one to you. So a great chance to pick that up. And then we've got my favorite hoops here in the world. And I love these because they're a little bit longer than some. We do a lot of time spent on 1 inchers and 3/4 inchers, but there's always going to be those couple of gals out there that want something a little bit more drama. They want a little bit longer. We're going to bring you some oval hoops here that are inside out style, and we want to make sure that before our top of the hour gets here, we're going to show you the best value we've ever seen on our diamond hoops. Here's how they look. They are a major carat weight. Of course, when you have a longer, and I'm going to advocate this until the day I'm no longer talking about jewelry, but this is 0423. I know we do 1 inchers and smaller in inside out styles. I think that a lot of times, and maybe you guys think differently, but let me know. I think that a longer hoop is a better use of that inside out style, just because when you have a smaller hoop, a shorter hoop, and you're putting diamonds in the back of the inside, you're not always going to see them. And I think it's better to see the diamonds you're paying for. And if you're getting 363, it's nice to be able to look at the hoop and see all of that. You know what confuses me? For years and years and years and years, when you had an all the way around diamond hoop, you know what it was? They put diamonds in the front of your hoop and they'd continue them around the back, like literally around the very back of the hoop. Still today, hoops are made that way oftentimes, and I always look at that and get confused. Granted, when we buy a pair of jeans, we might look at the front and we might look at the back, right? Want the front to look good, but I don't know if we always do that with an earring, because I don't know how many people are looking at our earrings from behind us. It's just not something a lot of people see. Let's face it, most ladies have their hair down. You're not seeing the back of an earring because you've got hair behind it. So this is why a few years ago, the jewelry world kind of had an epiphany, and they said, wait a minute, if we're going to do diamonds all the way around a hoop, let's put them on the inside of the back, so that when somebody looks at that hoop straight on, they see diamonds every which way. You're not having to go all the way around to the back and see the diamonds in the back, because you wouldn't see those nearly as much. So this is the way to do it. But on that same vein, if you have a longer hoop, like the 1.5 inches, you're going to see more of those diamonds that are lining the inside of your hoop. That's important. You have 363 total weight. And what I want to do, I've never done before. But because we have white, yellow, or rose gold, I'm happy to change them out from the white to something else. They have that button release in the back, so that's going to be how you get them apart as opposed to just pulling. That's not recommended when you have a fine earring like this. You don't want to just pull. So that's where the genius comes in. A little button release. Welcome to the show. Top of the hour is here. We are starting this last hour of our Friday with some of the most dynamic diamond hoops we bring, and a beautiful way to treat yourself or a loved one. Think about gifting, because every gal really wants a hoop. And if you know she wears a larger hoop in general, this is really one of our larger, more elongated, but sophisticated, because it's the oval. Doesn't just give you the round. I think there's always that high-end look when you get an oval. Looks a little bit more designer. Come on over and take a look, and we'll see what we can do here on 363 in diamonds and white, yellow, or rose. And instead of that $49.99 price tag, well, it's just going to come on down. And you really have to see these from all the different perspectives. As we start our last hour, let us know if you have any requests. If you just tuned in, welcome, but let us know what you'd like to see tonight, how we can help you, what you're thinking about, what we can bring out. But look at this 1.5 inches in this elongated oval. Then you have from side to side, that would be 1 inch. Why is it not the same, you ask? Well, if it was 1.5 inches all the way around, it would be a round. That's the beauty of having an oval hoop, and you can see how big those diamonds are. When you see those individual diamonds from a distance, you realize it's not just a speck of a diamond swimming amongst a big band of gold. It is the diamond width actually being the width of the hoop itself, and so easy with that little button release to take them off, to put them back on. All you do is push them together. They align, they click, and that's when you know they're locked and closed. Here's what they look like from a distance away as well, just so you can see that size. It's not overwhelming. 1.5 inches is certainly, we usually see a 1/2 inch or a 1 inch or even a 3/4. This is really just a beautiful way to get you a little more length and a little bit more elongation. And they're not going to be $49.99. Just adore this look. And this is as simple as it is. Reach behind. There's a little button. You can feel it. And then you press it down. And when you do that and you open it up, it's released. So you're not just pulling, you're actually releasing it with the button style. So that's as easy as that gets. All right, we'll show you again close up. But that's not going to be $49.99. I just love that that style is important, and I'm advocating that now for all of our hoops. Even with, it's a little more difficult to do on super small hoops, but this has got to be there, and it's a huge added value when you have them, because when you're just pulling hoops apart, it can actually mess with the post over time and kind of misalign it. This is important to have that release there. $49, $39, $29.99, they're not. It is your fabulous opportunity right now to get $363. We're already well under $1,000 a carat. Even commercial grade diamonds really don't often go for $1,000 a carat anymore. That's when you could get commercial grade diamonds for hundreds of dollars a carat. That's all changed too. So you are really looking at even the really just diamonds you wouldn't even think are appropriate for jewelry. They go for $1,000 a carat now. Forget about ever getting VS. We're giving you well over. Of course, if they were just $1,000 a carat, you'd be looking at $36.30. Instead, we're at $29.99, and there's a better value tonight. I've never done this. But I think it's important, because if they're still here at $29.99, that's a different issue we're having. And so if it comes down to it, and we're looking at a hoop that can't be done for anything less, because you have the workmanship, you have the gold. Hoops take an enormous amount of gold. You have as much gold in a pair of hoop earrings this size as you would in a very large bangle. So it's a lot of gold weight. It's that beautiful mechanism we talked about. It's the bigger diamonds. It's that inside out style. And this could be your wear every day from here on out, because if you are dedicated and understand the flattering style that a hoop gives you, the look that it gives, the classic nature of diamonds, of course, well, you know that this is that piece you invest into once. You never need to upgrade. You never need to. The only thing you might want to do at some point in time is get another gold color if you wear different colors of gold. If you're all about white gold, get the white. If you always wear yellow, you're all set. You got one pair, you wear them forever. Let's try this. I'm not even going to do $29.99. That is my rock bottom. If you're under $1,000 a carat on VS diamonds, and we are $631 under $1,000 a carat on VS diamonds, not appropriate pricing. But if that's still sitting here at $29.99, here's what we do. We put them on the auction block. We're not even going to start at $2,900. If it's a matter of saving you extra, maybe it's just a matter of you want that ability to know in your heart that you got the best deal of all time. Okay, that's saying something. Put yourself in the record books here, because at $2,900, still may not have the open. We're trying to get them a home. They look fantastic. There's $363. They're all the way in the front, all the way lining the back. I'm going to start not even at $29. Let's start at $2,800. Never done before. Never done it. Why on a hoop? It's already so significantly below this market value of commercial grade diamonds. Why would we ever do this? Just to get activity, just to hear the phone lines ring. $2,800, $50 increments, and looking to start it in 60 seconds time. That'll tell me everything I need to know. Either we're going to get it going and probably have a couple of bidders in, or we move right along, and please forget it ever happened. If we do not get an open, please never associate that price with that carat weight. That price, that carat weight, they do not go together. And certainly not on a hoop where there's this much workmanship that goes into it. Let's see if we have our open. 60 seconds to get it. Let's see. Never done this before, but it's a night to try, right? Try it. See what happens. See if extra savings are going to be what you're looking for, beyond what you've ever seen. Go ahead. Look at the spreadsheets. Look at your notes. Look back at shows that are recorded on your DVR. You've not seen the hoops ever. Not those. $363 in diamond weight does not go for $2,800 to open, but that's what we're going to try. And we have 35 seconds to get it opened up here. And if we don't, I haven't had an open on auction except for the Prasiolite. So it might just not be an auction kind of night. But that makes it even more intriguing from a viewer's perspective, from a shopper's perspective, from a bidder's perspective. You might not have any competition at all. That's why you come in. in 20 seconds and maybe get it started, and who knows? The start could be the finish. That could be it. Could be all we get. What'd you think? Virginia, you're not on this one. No. Oh, were they shopping? Yeah, they got a heart-shaped necklace. Wonderful. The heart. Should we bring that back out again? The heart-shaped necklace from yesterday. We've revisited it once tonight. That is a value that is worthy of. It's definitely worthy of showing it again and again. Remember, it was $649 for a heart-shaped necklace. 48 points in diamonds. Okay. I'm just waiting to see if Kevin might have an open. I don't know. I'm listening intently. Not yet. Okay, skip the hoops. But promise, this is what, remember the deal we made. Don't look at that price as the going rate on the hoops. It was just something I tried on a Friday. Don't think those are 20, yeah, those are going right back up to $49.99. I just had to try it. Okay, so coming up, we have a bangle. I gotta show it to you, it's brand new. We also have Diaspore earrings, and we have a big Tanzanite, and I'm not sure if any of those are maybe what you're thinking about, but that's where requests come in. Tell me what you're looking for, and here we go with the bangle. Let's go with the bangle. I've been telling you there's a bangle. It's been a bit of a mystery as to what it is. I'm about to show it to you now. Oh my, okay, hoops, sorry. I know, I shouldn't have done that on the hoops, but well, we tried. How about this though? This might be the ticket. Oh, how pretty. We get so excited when we have a pair of emerald earrings. How about essentially two pairs of earrings in a bangle? Kind of what you're getting here. It is lovely. It is really, truly beautiful to see bright glowing emeralds in rounds. Look at that, 4 of them matched up across your wrist and diamonds in between them. Diamonds to boot. Item number on this one, should we do it item number less? Should we just put it up there and say, call me? Or we should tell you about carat weights. 8486 is the number, Tony. It's brand new. I don't want that to scare anybody away that's brand new. I have to bring you new. There are some people that watch every show. Bless them. They watch every show. And I have to make sure we have some brand new every single night for you. Here's 74 points in round Colombian emeralds. Among the 4, remember they look bigger, they're less dense. So yes, if you're going, they look bigger. Yes, you're right, they do. 74 points in the emeralds, 76 points in the diamonds. And a beautiful, bright, glowing green. Wait till you see this on the wrist. And we're going to do something a little crazy on this one as well. We've got it in two-tone gold, so it's the yellow and the white together. It is, I'll adapt it to whatever you want it to be. You want all yellow? You got it. You want all white? You got it. You want to do rose gold and step outside the box? Go ahead. But this is the bangle. It's going to open up on this side. It even has the little button, just like the hoops did. A little button to release it, pops it right on open, latches into place. You have 2 figure 8s. They got to be there because you don't want that going anywhere, do you? Heartache. Can you imagine? Not that they really need to be there. When that's in and locked and clasped closed, you're good. But just, it's nice to have a little bit of assurance that that's not going anywhere. But I think really what you need to see is the stones on the wrists, because I'm having a tough time even hoisting it up to eye level for you because it's so heavy, because you've got all that solid gold. But let's take a look at it together. It's for an average size wrist, and we're really thrilled to bring it to you because emeralds in a bangle. Why do you not see them often? That's simple. It's because emeralds are not typically matched easily. So it makes it a little more difficult when you're actually trying to match emeralds. It's always going to be a bit of a struggle. And we have here 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you see how they're glowing. Look at that. Beautiful. And then this is really easy because you can feel it's a raised, elevated little button. It's got even a little texture to the gold. So you'll press that down. Did you see how that just popped open? All I did was press it down. And then to close it, you just simply align it, click it, and then you hear it click, and then it's closed. And then, of course, you'll lock your figure 8s. But again, watch this. This is so easy. Just press the button. Bink. It just kind of springs open. So really couldn't be an easier bracelet to put on. It's for an average size wrist, so that could be anywhere between really 6.5 and 7.5. You're good to go. It's a wild design here. I love that those emeralds are bright enough to just look as clean and bright as they do from a distance away. And you're getting the two-tone now. I think that's pretty, but again, that's all totally up to you. Try this. Let's go absolutely wild. A $59.99 bangle. Go ahead. Send it out. I'm going to try it again. I'm a determined one. I'm going to try to get an open on an auction. It's the last thing I do. But it also, you know the trick, really. It's about getting away from $59.99. I just have that. It's just a feeling like $59.99 may not have the end result we're looking for, which is ideally a home for the bracelet. So I just need to make it better, and not even $3,800 better or $35,000 or $3,000, but just a really silly opportunity to try and make jewelry that's of a highest level, really affordable, so that maybe if there's something you're really digging, you can really just pick up the phone and say, at that price, I would be silly not to. I'm going to try $2,500. $25 to start the bangle. We don't see emeralds like this very often. Emeralds in rounds. Emeralds with the diamonds between them. Right now, 2 tones of gold there together. Just amazing. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, we've got to open on the hoops, so we may have to return to those. Okay, let's return to the hoops. Let's go. We'll do it. And Kevin, you're not on the hoops or the bracelet, right? Okay, so just making sure here. Let's bring out the hoops. Hold that thought on the bracelet. We'll return to that bracelet. But look at this. Hoops, open, item number 0423, 363. And Evelyn's got the right idea. Did Evelyn mention anything about they've never been that low? I've been thinking about them, watching them for a while. Or is it just that recollection that immediately you know that's never happened before? And it's not typical to have a hoop like this on the auction block in the first place. These are classics. These are icons. This isn't something that's for one particular style. I think that just about every woman has a pair of hoops. But the question is, do you have diamonds? VS diamonds, inside out, 1.5 inch oval, all of that, $2,800 only. And by the way, we do have the open from Evelyn, so we've returned back to it for that reason. Delay is getting longer than I even calculate in my mind, but that's okay. We're happy to do it. So again, if you want to get in, they're going to go to somebody. And right now that caller's Evelyn. She's at $2,800. It's only a $50 increment on a hoop that should never be. And remember where the price is? Guys, that is not something that I make up. It's right there. It's right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it says $49.99 on this hoop. Diamonds galore, beautiful style, could not get better in a per carat price or in a quality. They don't really do a diamond hoop any better quality than this. It would be silly to do it because you're not going to be able to tell any difference between a VS and a flawless diamond or an entirely flawless diamond unless you have a microscope. And most people are not going to ever look at your hoops on your ear with a microscope. And thank goodness for that, right? Yes, please. But this is where, again, that's why VS is about, it's the top you use in a style like this, because that is really what is going to look identical to, even a better quality. And that's where really the difference is between TVON and everybody else, is that there's so much diamond jewelry out there. And there's so much, and people say this all the time. Well, I don't get it. Your pieces are, higher end than what I see at the mall or at, this store, that store. It's all in quality. And when you actually look at VS diamonds, and I know they're not frequently out there, it's a little more unusual, but they're $12,000 a carat. So right here, this earring, you can easily pay $40,000 for an earring if you get identical quality because of the $12,000 a carat, the mechanism, the gold, the labor, all the extra things that go into jewelry that I know is not sexy to talk about, but it's important you know why these values are values in the first place, because that's not you can't even produce it at $2,800. And if anybody else wants to jump in, 2 minutes on the clock is where we're going to take this. It is officially last call. Evelyn's got to be loving this. I told you earlier, this is not a night where we're getting 3, 4, 5, 10 bidders. So that means you have less competition. It means you're getting better deals because I'm the one who's starting them silly low. So last call starts right now. We're going to give it 2 minutes. You can still change the gold color. You don't have to take them in the white gold. You can get yellow or rose, whatever you want to do. But a $2,800 price is not right for stones like that. Diamonds, workmanship, gold. If she needs to see them again on, let me know. We did it in the first presentation, but we can always recap that if you just tuned in. But we have 1:45 until they sell. And this is your time. And it's funny, people ask all the time, do you have any? We do so many different hoops. We do everything from 1/4 inch on up to 2. We really have every style, variety, shape, all of that. But this is one of the most important we offer. 363 is a tremendous diamond weight. And to get 1.5 by 1, that again implies the oval shape. A little different, I think, for a lot of our ladies who think that the oval's very special instead of a round. Maybe you're more comfortable in an oval. It's got a little more elongation. I love an oval for the inside out because, again, you're seeing more of the diamonds on the inside. Take a look. There it is. On the hand here, we'll show you also that's where we mean 1 inch wide, 1.5 inch long. I'll try one on as well. Again, it does have that button release. That's only how you release it, how you open up the hoop to put it on. All you do is slip that post through your piercing, close it, it aligns perfectly. You don't need a mirror, you don't need help, and you'll hear it lock. You will truly hear it click into place, and that's when you know you are good to go. That's what it looks like from a distance. How gorgeous are those? They are not pulling, they're even disguising my piercing itself, which is nice because that means the diamonds go up and over where the piercing is. So the post sits lower than the diamonds do. So then you have that kind of camouflage and you've got that beautiful diamond look. Nobody's looking at that stretched out piercing. We all have them, right? From wearing big earrings or from wearing whatever. If it's just been over time or if it's just blame gravity, right? We can all blame gravity. It's just, again, what happens. So no pulling, no tugging. That means it's a bigger earring without being hefty in weight. It's got a beautiful profile of gold as well. I'll put it this way so you can see all that mirror finished gold that shines itself. There's, again, that button. So all you're going to do is just reach behind, open that button, and then boom, they're open. So that could not be easier. And we'll go back to our wheel because we're in last call here and we have got 28 and nothing more. Or do we have anybody thinking about 2850? 2850, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Love these. I am so elated that we can see it now. Again, my only ask for anybody who's, forget about the bidders or bidder, I just want to say this. If you are just a viewer tonight, please forgive me for doing this. This is not the new going rate on diamond hoops. It's not supposed to happen. This was not scheduled. This was just me trying to make a deal happen on diamonds, and I had to get away from our $49.99 price tag to do it. $28.50, do we have it? Yes, no? And Kevin, you're not on this one again. You're waiting on something else? All right, so got it? Sold. Congratulations, you got them. All right, well done there. Thank you so much. Anything I can show them, Kevin, or are we good? Oh, we're trying to find something. Gotcha. It looked like you were waiting on something. Okay, and I just want to make sure it wasn't me that you're waiting on. All right, so here we go. This is the, oh yeah, this is the bangle. We're going to return to the bangle because we interrupted that very important bangle presentation for the hoops, and I'm so glad they got a home, so congratulations again. And here's 8486 on the bangle, and when we left it, it was at $2,500 to open, but we didn't have the open. So now my question is this, since we're obviously in a downward spiral on opens, we're doing something wild here for you right now. And instead, okay, so to recap, if you just tuned in, this is the 74 points among that 4 beautiful matching round emeralds that are glowing like no other. Then you have the 76 points in the VS white diamonds and your choice of gold. Do you want a two-tone? Do you want all yellow, all white, all rose? That is up to you. Right now, it's in two-tone. I really like that because I always am a believer that our white diamonds are shown off best in white gold. And then we know that classically emeralds look so fantastic in yellow. So that's why that combination was our designer's choice. But I think we need to go lower on the open because we only have 40 minutes left. Let's do something crazy. We did this on the earrings too. And this is obviously one that's supposed to be $59.99. So there was no flexibility to move from there. And that's why I'm utilizing the auction, getting away from all the rules here and letting you be in charge, and you get your own deal wherever that may be. And instead of 25, since we already spent a couple of minutes on this one, I'm not making it 25. Here I go again. It's happening again. 24, 23, 22. Forget about it. Not even $2,100 to start it. In a bangle, average size, 6.5, 6 3/4, 7, 7 1/4, 7 1/2. Do you wear any of those bracelet sizes? If the answer is yes, this bangle right now will fit you beautifully. It's not meant to rotate and turn and spin. It's meant to keep all the good stuff right on top and be that open hinge, easily sets, clasps, locks, everything. 21, no, it's going to be even better. Even better. We're going to make it $2,000 to start. And how about this time around, just a $25 increment? Why not? Just do it. We only have 40 minutes. $2,000 to open, $25 increments, and have a ball with that one. That is just beautiful. And emeralds and diamonds. April and May birthstones together. Not that that matters. All you got to like is the look. That's the cool thing about jewelry. It doesn't really, I mean, it's always nice when it's got meaning, or if it's a birthstone, or if it's your favorite stone, or the one you've had on the wish list. But we all know what we like instantaneously. And if you like that bangle, if you like that pretty glow of those stones, if that's all working for you, this is where you can dial in and make it yours. And potentially that could be a $2,000 deal. And it probably shouldn't be, but you know, it's just a chance to roll the dice and get the bangle a great home. Okay, 60 seconds, let's see. A butterfly is here. The big Tanzanite is coming. Yeah, the big 7-carat 90 blue wing. We have the earrings. Don't forget about the studs. If you joined us a little bit later, about 82 minutes ago, we brought out a big debut of some Tanzanite studs. They were blue wing block D trillions. They're $4.99 if you'd like them. If you do need to see them again, please let me know. We could bring those out. I know on Fridays a lot of people are out enjoying their weekend evening and then maybe coming in a little bit later and then turning on TVON to see what's going on. Thank you. So we'll show a request here coming up. Ah, yes, Mary High, the Padparasha from just a couple days ago. Let's show her. 8-4. Did she see the ones we had tonight too? Yes, the flower and we have that more pinky oval, but I think she probably just means the flower. You got it. Thank you. So the flower. Yeah, from tonight? Yes. Okay, so no open there on that one yet. We can always return to it. Now this one, this is the one, Mary, you might remember if you saw it. I was talking about 8425 a lot because it has the Padparasha, but it has an interesting emerald cutting, which gives you almost like a blue lavender periwinkle flash. I'm going to leave the camera zoom back because we're going to bring out that Padparasha from earlier, which also I had the very first couple of minutes of the show tonight, and it was 8457. And that is more distinctively a pink and orange. Mary, for what it's worth, I will tell you, the more traditional Padparasha color is on the right side. And that is the flower that we showed you earlier tonight. Because the left side, again, it's a pink and a peachy orange, but there's less orange, and it's almost like this purpley lavender tone really does, it comes through quite prominently. So you see less of the golden orange. Still a Padparasha. It's still, let me check, it's still unheated. It's a carat 59 on the emerald cut. Now you are getting a carat 10 here and a carat 59 here, so there's a little bit larger stone in your emerald cut. This one's in rose, but they both can be changed. So if you like the yellow gold, it's here. If you like the rose gold, it's here, or either one can go to white gold. The prices were pretty similar. We are doing the 159 for $19.99. That's right here. That's the emerald cut. That one's $19.99, and it has 57 points in the diamonds in this kind of lacy style. And then we go over here, and that is going to be 8457. We had that earlier. It's now in the yellow gold. That's a 110 oval. That'll be 66 points in diamonds, and that one's only $18.88. Absolutely. Here's the undergallery on each. This one's going to be a little bit open because it's that lacy style design. This one has a full band that goes underneath, and then you see how the petals are solid with the exception of just a little bit of an opening behind every diamond that's paved. That is there for proper cleaning. So that's how you get it. And of course, if you wanted to do the flower ring in white or rose, you can. That is more, though, traditional. Like if you were to just pull the gemological public, most people go, oh, spot the Padparasha. It's over here on the right side. That's just very distinctively pink and orange in a very saturated tone. This one's more like a pinky golden, but with some lavender as well. It's a beautiful stone. And ultimately what matters is which one you like better. There's just one that you'll just be more visually pleasing to you, and that's where you should go. Or maybe it's about the cutting. Maybe you really like that distinctive emerald cut. And that's rare. You don't see a lot of sapphires, especially Padparasha sapphires cut like an emerald cut. So that's adding a little more rarity. Or maybe it's the price tag that's going to be. I really think the prices are close enough where it's going to be really truly which color you like better and which cut you like better. Oh, okay. I just, you know, Mary, I'd be happy to show this to you. I'm not afraid to show it to you here. This is what happens. And I'd love to be able to say, just make me an offer on everything. But the truth is, here's what I did. I've got $39.99. and then $24.99 was discounted for today, and I'm the one that just said $18.88 rather, $18.88. So I added that, crossed off the $24.99, totally ignored the $39.99, and so I just, you know, if it was $39.99, then sure, you'd make me an offer and you'd say $3,500 and you'd be happy. Truth is, I just saved you a lot more just by giving it the straightaway best value and crossing off two prices that are what are supposed to be. So unfortunately, I can't do that. I just give you the best price I can because I never want you to pay more. It's kind of just, it's just how I roll, just how I shop. If you shop the same way and appreciate that, I say, you know, feel free. But I just can't. These are rare stones. These are really, really rare. We see very few Padparashas. I don't even bring one per show to you. It's really unique. I do want to show you the flower on the hand here so you can see it. And to get over a carat size, and unheated is also pretty specialty there. And you can distinctly see it's not just a pink. If it was, it'd look more like my outfit. If it was more orange, it'd look more like a mandarin garnet. This is really that true blend. And of course, you are getting what you don't even see is the yellow gold. So remember, if you want white or rose, you can do it, but you're not seeing much gold. It's really about the design, the pave around it, the gorgeous center stone, which is, remember, also comes with that cert. Did she see the cert, Kevin, earlier? Maybe I should bring that back out. It was an AIG cert. Let me show that to her. Sapphires with certs, a little more rare as well. Always nice to see that. Here's the cert in case she missed it. This is our AIG certificate. So it's got everything you need to know about your gem. It was a loose stone before we said it. It's a 9 on the Mohs hard to scale oval, and there you have it. It's really more of a roval because it's only 1 millimeter difference from being around, and you've got a carat 10, no indications of heat, orange pink, and then AIG Madagascar material right there, and there's your photograph. So that's the cert that comes with the right side there, and let me know if you'd like either one of those, and that's going to be $19.99 on the left and $18.88 on the right. All right, so those are our Padparashas to recap. One from tonight, one from earlier this week. How about the butterflies? Do you love these colors? That's okay. I think we're all feeling that way. Take a look. Here we go with the butterfly piece. I've got a yellow and white diamond butterfly as well, but I wanted to show you in the same line of sapphires and pinks. Let's take a look at 8435, which is our two butterflies together. One bigger, one smaller. Look at how this is done. This is your bail right behind that tip of the wing. 93 points in your pink sapphires, 21 points in the darker rubies that are more red. Then you have 12 points in black diamonds and 5 points in white diamonds. We'll show it up close. Black rhodium under here, yellow gold here, but it's all yellow gold in the back of the piece, which is all 18K solid. Let's show it to you up close. This is so beautiful. And if you love butterflies, and maybe it's symbolic to have 2 instead of 1, well, this is one of the few pieces we have. And I need to get a much better grip on this one so I can show you here, because obviously that's the fun part, is it kind of moves. You've got a hinge behind the 2 here. You'll see it there. So it's meant to give you a little bit, you see it right there, that extra movement that it's giving you on that smaller butterfly at the base. Then you have your pink and your red. So that's pink sapphires and red rubies. They're kind of in the same family, so they're really closely related, but you see how they differ there and kind of spotting that butterfly. And then you have the diamonds between each one. You see the black rhodium setting those black diamonds in your smaller butterfly. It is going to be a quick measurement on the hand, then we'll show it on the neckline, but it's only $777 if you'd like it, and we have only 30 minutes left in the show, so a last kind of warning for any requests you'd like to see. Please be sure to get those in before our show signs off. Let's also make sure you see the length of this butterfly piece, and because it's going to have a little extra drama to it, and that'll be 1.5 inches from the top to the bottom, and then we'll go right on over to the neckline so you can see it there as well, because that's a really good look. So you can see just size-wise, let me get it's always an odd angle when you hold it with tweezers here, but you can just, this is more for a size perspective on it, so you can really see what that's all about. Your pinks and your red, then your black and your pink together, but all on a foundation of solid 18 karat yellow gold. Let's go back to our wheel. It's $777, and that's a quick one only, and that should be gone. That's a nice markdown from even where it debuted a few days ago, which is really exceptional. Then I have the yellow and the white diamond piece, but that's going to be quite a bit more pricey. Yes. The emerald cut pod, okay. The item number on the emerald cut is Item number 8425 for you, Virginia, 8425. So Kevin, let Mary know that that emerald cut is no longer on the table because Virginia just took the emerald cut pod, so the oval's the only one left. And then let me know if you want the oval or need to see it again. And then who's got the butterflies? 2 together here. Loving that. Yes. Butterflies? You got it. All right. The butterflies are gone. Let me show you the other one. And by the way, while I go get that other butterfly, here's that last Padparasha that is verifying right now. The one with the cert, AIG, debuted tonight. And that again is item number 8457. Thank you. On the butterflies, I'm going to get you ready to see a yellow and white diamond butterfly piece as well. This is our last pod. The emerald cut just sold. So now we have this Padparasha with that pink, orange, and certified. Really love that one. And then yellow and white diamonds coming up. Wait till you see this. It's another style that's going to be a pendant with a single bail on one wing. So it's meant to sit at a bit of an angle. Let's show this one to you. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Because it's got the big yellow in the center and I love that. That's nice. To start with a bigger yellow diamond, then add Pave in 2 tones. Even your couple of bezel set stones in the antennae there. That's going to be 8481. Isn't that special? And I'm holding it at an angle. It's actually going to sit at an angle, but not this angle, because actually where the bail is, that's going to be the top point. So it'll actually be like this when it's on your chain, but I need to hold it more steady than I can, just floating it here. I know, float like a butterfly. But oh, and by the way, Bettina got her bee today. So Bettina, if you're watching, thank you again for letting me know that you love your bee you received today. She got that second bee that we brought. And she loves it and she wears it already. She got it and she started wearing it and she just said, I love it. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of those beautiful critter designs we've been seeing lately that we've all just fallen in love with. This is 14 karat two-tone gold. It has a 24-point pear shape in the middle. Then you get 29 points in yellow and 37 points in white diamonds as well. So all together, a really lovely look, but really elevating it by the fact there's a bigger center right there. That 24-pointer on its own is special. But then to get another 29 and then to get another 37, this is giving you a lot of diamond weight, altogether 90 points, and yet so important how we're making this happen in a size that's very wearable. Well, let me show it to you this way. We'll show it to you on the hand here, give you that measurement. This is how it will sit, because obviously I'm holding it by the bail. Sometimes a butterfly design would have 2 bails, so it would sit more level like that. This one's really meant to be at this angle here, kind of a diagonal on the neckline. We'll show you that measurement it has, and then we are ready to get it a great home, and then we'll show it on the neckline. But about an inch, top to bottom here, in its wingspan, if you will, and really a good look. The details on it are so well done. The bigger stone to me, really, you gotta adore that fact it's incorporating a bigger yellow diamond to start. That's always so impressive to see. And then we're gonna take it back onto our wheel and show you what it's all about with a better value than even this. Wow, let's take it, this is now upside down, but we can come on over the wheel and I'll hold it the other way here. Let me get resituated on my tweezers so we can show it to you level and upright. But that's not gonna be $29.99. Forget about yellow diamonds at that price, even though they are so worthy. We're going to help you out. 90 points total weight. Two-tone, that means goes with everything. Isn't it nice to have a necklace you always know can go with all the rings you might wear, all the earrings you might wear? It's nice when, if you do mix and match your gold colors, it's always lovely to see something that has 2 tones of gold. I think that's always nice. And a better value than that $29.99. We've had our pink and black butterflies go out. Now we're ready to help you with this style, a little bit lighter and more pastel, certainly all diamonds as opposed to sapphires here, and not even 29 or 19. Oh, this is the piece to own. And look at all this finishing in the back. As we would expect, a great finishing that's going to be comfortable to wear against the décolleté. So well done. Really incredible style. The detail from the pave to the bezel to the prong set. You've got 3 different setting styles, 2 different colors in diamonds, and 1 smoking hot value instead of 19, 18, 17, 16, or 15. Let's blow it out for $14.99. First caller on that one. And only just, that's my last butterfly for tonight. And a really good way to get one too, because that kind of color and the matching, you know, from pave rounds to the pear shape to the bigger rounds in the bezel of the antennae there. That's really important that they all match across the board. Anything that's in yellow diamonds throughout this piece is all consistent in the color. It's tougher to do when you're working with yellow diamonds, so that's nice. And an extra bonus that just is a testament to great design elements and great workmanship there. That'll be only $14.99. We'll give that 30 seconds, and then I'm bringing out the big kunzite. And you know what we have to show you? The $7.90. I was thinking we may need to reserve it for another day. I'm bringing it out. Show me no fear. Bringing out our big 7-carat 90 blue wing. Wait till you see this ring. One of the more statement-making pieces we do in all of our mountings will be coming up in about 15 seconds for our last now 23 minutes of the show. Kevin, did you take that Padparasha flower ring? Okay, Padparasha flower ring with the cert is still here, waiting for a caller. So if you were waiting on the requester, it sounds like she's going to release that one. So make sure you're on the line so you can get that beautiful pinky orange pod that we had certified tonight. Let's get to it. Here is the big, and I mean really oversized ring, but that is going to be a comfortable ring to wear. Believe it or not, despite this huge size, it is going to be super, super comfortable. I think it is truly one of the boldest we have. It's even larger than our saddle ring. We do this really wide ring that if you're a viewer of TVON, you know the saddle ring. Sometimes mountings are so well known and iconic, or they become so popular they can kind of get their own designation and name. We know the saddle ring, but that has Pave. This is similar, but I kind of referenced it as a combination of sorts of styles, because it's an oversized cigar band. It's also multiple rows stacked. It's 9 rows in diamond bands, but it also is, I feel like it could qualify as a bridge, because you do have the stones set up over the diamonds, which are running all the way underneath. So it's impressive. The item number is 4534, and it's a 7-carat 90. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It totals a carat 56 in diamonds. It's a stunner, and it is comfortable, but you see this concave nature, the way the middle rows set lower than the outer rows. That is concave. That is part of the reason why it actually is like a way to build in more comfort to your ring as well. And you are getting just divine, divine quality and rarity here. Of course, top graded Tanzanite out there, you have that. That's happening. It has those diamond rows, which I think about so often. We do a similar band, one row, and it goes for $799 on this show. And I can't help but do the math here, because you do have 9 of those rows. So that kind of foundation should be $71.91. Question? The length of the ring? Sure. The flower? Yes. Real quick break here from the Tanzi just to show the measurement of the Padparasha flower ring. Here it is. This is it on the hand, and then we'll show you with the rulers, okay? We can go right here, and from the very point to point here of your petals, just over a ½ inch. It's really 5/8. I'm looking, yeah, should be, yep, from point to point. I hate to block the ring, but to show you from, see how it's wider across that midsection of the ring? So when we go right up and down with the ruler, that's right at 5/8. That's a little over half, that's a little under 3/4. The band is pretty traditional, so the band is fairly simple and sits right at the base. This is one of those designs, Kevin, that the flower itself is elevated, so you can just, I always do this just to show you and prove that you can actually slide a band next to it if you wanted to add a little, whether it's just stacking for more diamond weight, whether that's, you know, support of, you know, keeping the ring level on the hand, whatever it is. You can always do that, because it's not sitting directly on the hand. It's a little elevated, so you can just pretend the tweezers are your favorite diamond band that you have, and you can put one on next to it, or put 2 on, or, you know, stack away as you wish. But $18.88 on that one. So it's a wearable size. There is a broad flower kind of blooming there in the center, but it's nothing that's going to be out of the norm or out of the ordinary as far as comfort. So you've got a really wearable design there at $18.88. Now we also have the blue wing, which I know we're getting all ready for. Let some magic happen. We've been doing this all night. And what's one more special moment here for our Tanzanite lovers needing almost 8 carats and an oval that still is able to deliver saturation, but also when this moves, and I know you're seeing it now, it's hard not to notice when it moves side to side on our wheel. You look through it. What do you see? Starlight, star bright. on and on. I see diamond brilliance through a blue wing block D, and that's important too. All the angles deliver something special. There it is. There it is. There's that bridge. Look at this. It's like a bridge over, not troubled water, but a bridge over 9 diamond bands. Even better. Let's try something wild. It's only here for $79.99. That's fair. 1,000 a carat, free diamonds. I say yes. But just not how we do things here. You're here because you don't want to pay 1,000 a carat for a best of the best Tanzanite, and you don't even want to spend 7 or 6 or 5, and I'm with you. If you can save more, it just means more jewelry to shop for. How about we take this on the auction block from $7,000 to $6,000 to $5,000 to $4,000 on a $790 with this. You can't deny it. It's 9 rows of diamond bands all in one. But stacking that would be difficult. That's. Have you ever tried stacking 9 rings together? I have, and it's yeah. You're gonna have to resize them all. You're gonna have to make them bigger. It's still gonna be probably a bit uncomfortable. This is just all built, designed around being that glide onto the hand and be comfortable. And I have nobody at $4,000. So here's what we're gonna do. Treat yourself to a Tanzanite while they're here. Celebration of 4 years of Blue Wings on this show in December, but not many are going to be $790 going forward, and you are getting all of this diamond weight. We're talking about more bold diamond weight than most Tanzanite rings. If we put like 3, 4 together, you wouldn't even get a carat 56 on a lot of occasions. And we're going to start even lower. I've been doing this all night, and we have now 17 minutes left in our broadcast for tonight. We're back in the morning. We're back in 12 hours to do it again. But this is where all this jewelry is going to be gone. The pieces from today are not going to be really eligible tomorrow. Because the idea is they should be gone tonight. And this one needs a little extra push, it looks like. So instead of $4,000, come on in, take a look. It's not it's not even $39.90. Well, I'm starting an auction, so I can't really do $39.99. That'd be a weird, awkward price to start an auction at. So Tony's got the right idea. He says, how about $39? How about $38? How about $37? Okay, I'm saying that. It's not going to be $3,600. Let's start it off so right, get it a home, make it a record setter, and make it $3,500 to get a $790 started. And yes, you got to like big diamond weight, and you got to like a big ring overall. Because speaking of Mary's request about measuring, let's do that. But again, I am going to assure you that that comfort, the way it just glides onto the hand, is something special. And you can never fully get that until you get it at home, try it on, and see what it's all about. But even if you are somebody who shies away from a larger ring because maybe you've had larger rings that weren't made the right way before, and maybe they were a bit uncomfortable for you and you weren't used to it and you're not ready for that, this, I can tell you, it really, truly, I know this is hard to imagine because you see this grand size and scale it's on, but it is actually extremely, extremely comfortable to wear. It is built that way internally. We have done all the extras to make sure that it is going to be that comfortable piece. There it is at 3/4 of an inch from the widest point to the widest point right down the middle. So yes, it's sizable, but you don't even need to size up. That's how the comfort was built inside. It's really meant to be a glide on and off the hand piece, smooth and buttery. Just the way it feels on the hand, it really will be one that is meant to be worn and enjoyed a lot. I mean, if you have that in your collection, that would be it would take a lot of discipline and a lot of resistance to not put that on every day when you have a beautiful piece like that is, when it's a conversation starter like a piece of this magnitude is. And we have no $3,500 open as of yet. We're going to give it a 60-second clock. May I also just point out that right now that stone per carat is only about $440. And that's all fine, but you can't ignore those diamonds. There's too many diamonds to ignore here. And to think about when people say, I'll give you the mounting for free, or you're not paying for the mounting, or you're not paying for the gold, you're not paying for the diamonds. That would not be a carat 56 in VS diamonds in that amount of gold, would it? Because that's not something that is free. Even if you downgrade the diamond quality and you're willing to go lesser than VS, or if you downgrade the gold weight and not make it properly so that it is comfortable, that is never something that could just be thrown in as an extra for free. It would be a $25 increment if we get it. We're looking for $3,500 to get it started. We have 20 seconds now left until we either say, okay, let's proceed or let's move on. But that is a beautiful, beautiful style in Blue Wing Block D. And I have got to try it on once again because this is saturation level that gets even better from a distance away. You'll see that here. It really does look incredible. And look at how that color just got darker. It just got richer. It just got better. You're seeing those pops of red even from a distance away. And that is important. But 35, no open. We move along. Let's show you earrings. Diaspore earrings, no less. A very high-end, probably won't sit by itself, designer earring with a diaspore and a flower, and perfect. There is your floral design at the top. Then this reminds me very much so, it was just the other night we recapped our famous rose ring. And this, oh, if you have the rose ring, this is very similar up top. In that design, it looks a lot like that rose ring we brought you. We had brought it back. And speaking of, if you have a rose ring in the yellow, the white, or the rose, well, we're going to make sure these earrings match for you. I want you to see the same angle if we can, so you can see that same amazing kind of look here. Talk about some intricacy in the pave. Then you've got your cushion cut square, but it's set in an angle as well in a perfect match in Diaspore earrings. This is awfully exciting. It's item number 8364, and they're lovely. We love our Diaspores because they realize we've been talking about this for ages, and now you're starting to see it everywhere, where we've been kind of warning that there's going to be a lot of different trade names and a lot of different, there are designers that have put a lot of money in investment. There's a family that's really working worldwide, traveling the world to get everybody educated on this stone, because it is not a, I wouldn't say it's a household name at this point. You really have to be in the know with gems to even know what this is, but there's other names. Trade names are common. That Tanzanite we just saw used to be called blue zoisite. We now refer to it as Tanzanite. That is now a widely accepted, it's a trade name for a blue zoisite stone, and it's a great homage to where it comes from, given that it's the only source. This stone has been gone through, interestingly enough, a number of different names, and it's like the industry hasn't all come to a consensus yet on which one is just right. But the bottom line is this: when you're getting it at a described as a trade name of some kind, you're probably paying more, because that means that there's somebody behind it who's putting a lot of money and investment into educating the world as to what this is. And I can tell you right now, it's one of the rarest stones, because it's taking elements of rarity and combining them and multiplying them together. You have a one source stone like Tanzanite, but this is one source and already closed. Tanzanite's still producing. Then you have the color changing property. That is something, we like our trichroism in Tanzanite, but it doesn't change color. This does. It changes from that golden green you're seeing already here, and it goes to a rosy pink color. So it changes color. Phenomenal gem, and it's scarce in high clarity and large sizes, both of which we have here ×2. So you're getting total carat weight 460, means a 230 in each ear. Then you've got the diamond rose, this beautiful pave. Sometimes it's more tempting as a designer to go more simple in earrings. This is really giving you like almost a twofer. You're getting the rose design up top. You're getting that beautiful extension of that big exotic gem at the base. It's got a little movement to it. Let's take a look, because they are going to be, oh, I think something we've dreamed of having. 32 points is your diamond weight up top in that very similar rose design. And they're in white, yellow, or rose gold right now. Yellow gold. Still, you know it's good pave. Like we saw this with the Padparasha rose ring. You know it's good pave when you look at the diamonds and you can't tell which gold it is. That's got to be a good sign that the pave is done to perfection. But it's not going to be, and we have now 10 minutes left in the show. And we have, and this makes sense to me, a $3,899 price tag on the earrings. This is a drop. We've done studs. We've done hoops. We've brought you a good amount of diaspores, but not something like this. And now we show you from a distance. On the hand, give you the measurement, all of that. Look first here, and there's the measurement for you at 1 inch, top to bottom. I'll show one to you on the ear as well. This is going to be a post and a butterfly backing. That post is centered on that rose design, and you also have a price tag. Well, let's do it. We've got 9 minutes now. Tell you what, I'm going to go $1,000 to start. I'm going to keep on trying. Keep on. We are adjusting on the fly here as need be, because I'm not going to get that $38.99 and have enough time to present them and get somebody convinced that that is a great value, even though that is a great value. So instead, I'm starting at nearly $1,000. $1,000. And we'll go up in a $50 increment. I would anticipate highly that we are going to have numerous callers and numerous bidders. We are at the end of our show here. 9 minutes remaining. Here's what they look like from a distance away, so you can really see and start to imagine that beautiful bright glow that the stones themselves give you. Then you have that cool overlapping look of the pave there as well. $1,000. I'm trying in our last few minutes to get a lot of people on this auction, and let's hope we do. Yellow gold now, rose gold or white gold are fine. Let's take another look close up, and we are looking for an open. 60 seconds to get it. Any last minute requests? We need those in too, because hopefully we'll have enough time after this auction concludes to get you any last looks at anything else you need to see tonight. Before we go, reminder, we are back in the morning to do it again. Also want to remind you that Sunday morning we have a stone we have never had that will be debuting on Sunday morning. Only 4 pieces. Why I got to make sure you are going to be here. If you consider yourself that collector, that exotic, or you just like learning about new stones, we've got something that's very scarce in the world, and we're going to bring it out on Sunday, and I only have 4 pieces, so they'll be coming up on the early side of our Sunday morning show. So make sure you're with us Sunday if you want to see something new to us. I think they've been out there maybe someplace. I'm sure they have somewhere at some time, but it is scarce. I've never had the opportunity to present it before. I'm looking forward to it, and it's beautiful. That's the thing. I already saw them. They're amazing. They're so pretty. They don't even really look like anything else. I am really excited about those. So we're looking for $1,000. Oh, we don't have it yet. Do we have it? Are we verifying? Tell me we're verifying. Give me some hope. So you're telling me there's a chance. It's amazing how often I say that in my life. It's a quote from Dumb and Dumber. And I find myself having to recite it a lot. So you're telling me lately it's been with sports. Well, it's not looking good, but you're telling me there's a chance. And then no, there was no chance. But here we go. Jess, are you thinking about this one? Do we have the open at $1,000? We got it. There it is. We got $1,000. $1,000. They're just, I'm so fascinated. Has anybody else noticed this? The first one, the first Diaspore that's in the foreground there, do you see it? You can actually see the diamonds in the second earring behind it through the gem. So that again, clarity, clarity, clarity. This is not a stone that typically gives you great clarity. It usually struggles with clarity. It usually struggles with size. You don't usually see 2 carat 30s thrown together in a matched set of cushion cut squares. We are at 1,000. We have a $50 increment, and we have, I think I want to leave a couple of extra minutes. I know we only have 6 minutes in the show. I probably need to leave a couple of those in case there's a request at the last minute. So I should probably give it a 2-minute clock right now to wrap this pair up. And yes, you get the pair. That beautiful, lovely, bright, very rare. I know if you're going trade names, what trade names? Like Zarite, Zoltanite, all these other names. You guys told me once there's somebody else calling it something else. And you know, okay, so there's a bunch of trade names out there, and it's all the same thing. Just be aware of that. And if you're thinking, oh, it sounds so much better when it's called something else, I agree. I totally agree. We go on the gemological name because it's been in our collection for literally decades. We're bringing it out, not at the new updated trade name price kind of levels, because that means it implies it's more new to the marketplace. It's going on those levels that we're seeing more, what we'll see going forward, and even more so, because that's what happens. When Tanzanite, remember, it might have been discovered in the 60s, but it wasn't really brought to the marketplace until the 80s and 90s. And we have a clock started, so you know what? I'll tell you that story while we look at the earrings, because you got to see these. Thank you. We've got 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining till we sell them, and I just wanted to mention that it takes a while sometimes to get stones really well known. Now, Tanzanite today is pretty much a household name. If you know jewelry, you know Tanzanite. It's become very popular. It's just incredibly popular, and we see all different colors and qualities out there. And this is really where I could anticipate that could happen in the same kind of way, but there's, remember, so much less of the color changing Diaspore. We're still mining Tanzanite. We've still got, the experts say, 20 years left. This is already a mine that is done. So it's a lot more limited. This is more like limitations like Paraíba has, limitations like Mahenge spinel has. Stones that had a very short run, like also Sierra Santa Maria aquamarines, were very short and limited in their mining span from start to finish. So that's more similar. That's why you can't just equate it to Tanzanite. It's doing a lot of the same things. There's a lot of money being invested into getting the public to know and understand what it is and why it's special and why it's beautiful. I think you can see the second you lay your eyes on it. But that takes time. It also takes money, and somebody's paying for that, and it would be you, the consumer, who's buying it if you're buying it anywhere else. Nowhere else you're going to find two 230 stones matched with diamonds for $1,000, and it looks like it's going once and twice and 3 times and sold. Congratulations. Let me just remind you, we have a beautiful bangle here that is our emerald and diamond bangle. Here it is. This is the 4 emeralds matched, the diamonds throughout. I did not get an open on an auction here on this one, and that's, I think, everything else we did, so except the Tanzanite. So I'll tell you what, end of the show is here. We have 3 minutes. If you'd like that bangle, I got a $49.99 best case scenario. I can't. I still need to get $2,000 to open. It's a $59.99. I could probably take another $1,000 off if I pay for that. But you know what? I just want you to know that if you want to start, this would be the quickest auction ever because we only have 3 minutes left in the broadcast overall. But you can call me right now because that deserves to get an open at $2,000 only. $25 increments, a moot point. We're just waiting on that open right now. Great bangle, average size, fits a 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist as it is. And don't forget, big weekend ahead. Saturday morning is just 12 hours away as far as our show is considered. Those of you on the East Coast, it's already Saturday morning. But we start a Saturday morning show at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern. That is 12 hours and 2 minutes from now. So I hope you'll join us for our Saturday. Sunday morning, same time, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. And that's going to be when we debut only 4 pieces of a stone we've never had that is drop dead gorgeous. Make sure, if you just like looking at pretty things, you need to be here on Sunday to see that brand new stone that we're going to have in 4 different gorgeous pieces of jewelry. So that's happening on Sunday. Lots of special debuts and a lot of cool things happening on our Saturday as well. So we invite you to be back here with us 12 hours and 2 minutes from now. We will be here ready to go. Big 3-hour show. And of course, we'll be live with that. If you have any requests or anything we can bring out for that Saturday or plan for you for Sunday, we'd be happy to do that. Give us a call if you have any questions on anything you've seen. Reminder, we had $4.99 Tanzanite stud earrings if you want to pick those up. They were trillion cuts at 140 total weight in white, yellow, or rose gold. That was a highlight. We still had that beautiful heart necklace, was very popular tonight. That gorgeous diamond pave heart that we had. We debuted it yesterday at a new price. We had it back tonight, and it was very, very popular with so many of you. So if you want that diamond pave heart necklace, it's a full necklace for $649 in your choice of gold color. And anything else we can share with you or check on availability. I think that Padparasha that is certified, boy, that would not stick around till even the show starts tomorrow. That one will be gone. That Padparasha that we showed you with the flower here, I'll grab it and I'll show it one more time. It's the flower ring. It's not gone yet. It is not gone. I repeat, it is still here for one caller to take it. It's an AIG certified stone. It's a natural unheated, untreated Padparasha. It is the true ultimate color we look for, and it's even an unheated stone and certified, and that one's only $18.88. So this is the moment to take advantage of that Padparasha. You get the AIG cert with it. Call me. There's no way. So, you know, a lot of people don't get the show on TV on Fridays, right? They will watch it streaming somewhere on Facebook or YouTube or on their what's the other thing? Oh, the website. And they'll actually catch up. If they don't get it live, they'll catch up tomorrow morning, and that's why so many of these pieces from Friday night don't even make it till the start of the show on Saturday morning, which is in just 12 hours. So call us now. Okay, well, the opening with 10 seconds left. If we have any challengers on the bangle, we need to hear from you now. We've got the open at $2,000. Way to go. And thank you so much for joining us on this Club TV on Friday night. We'll see you right back here in 12 hours.